Well, good afternoon and welcome to Sydney Parade on what is a very special day. Today sees the All-Ireland T20 semi-final. It's a refix from a game that would have been played last Sunday up in Newbuildings, but a waterlogged pitch meant that it couldn't go ahead. And as a result, we are now here in Sydney Parade. Pembroke won the toss and have elected to bat, and we shall see how things progress. Live scoring will be with us shortly, I'm sure. Well, a lovely, lovely day. You could not ask for a better day for this game.
Right here.
I have to say I'm glad I'm not running around the paddock today. It's a bit on the warm side. Well, 20... close to 30 degrees, over 25 anyway, 28 degrees. It's certainly a warm one out there for the players. What's the date today?
Gregory.
Well, Pembroke choosing to bat first. We'll bring the bowler's name as soon as we have it, but we're now underway. I'm joined in the commentary box as we start with a no ball.
Good afternoon, all. Sorry, a little out of breath from running around.
Well, you just mute your mic and take a moment,
You
Graham.
are out of breath. You didn't have to move side screens.
I didn't
Wheels that are falling off.
didn't say I did everything.
Helped out.
Helped.
Well, if you're going to get a free ball, free hit, that's the way to deal with it. Pops it over.
Oh, 6 called. I thought it was a little inside, but obviously it hit the rope.
Well, there's a gap between the rope
Yeah.
and the bushes there.
Ah, can't see that. There's the dip. Fine shot, though. Just through the line.
Well, yeah, as I say, if you're going to get a free hit, you've got to make the most of it.
Absolutely.
I presume it's Tim Tector and JJ Garth.
It is.
TT and JJ. As I say, unaware of the bowler's name at this stage, but it is
I
his
told you.
first.
Gregory McFall.
Gregory McFall.
So, 7 on the board. Or, sorry, 8.
And here begins the rubbish today.
Few people making their way down now. Pete Twomley just coming onto the ground. And McFall comes in.
Seen treasure extraordinaire on the ground, as well as a few from supporters of Newbuildings have made the trek.
Yes, and they're all in great form, having seen the weather as they came down south. I was talking to one of their number, and we were talking about how green the Newbuildings side of things was on at the weekend. And of course, obviously, there was a reason for that. There's loads of water up there. Well, this one's in the air, and he's put it down. Well, that's a let-off for Tector, that is for sure. Well,
That's a huge let-off for Pembroke and Tector especially.
it might not be a situation where catches win matches, but drop catches can certainly lose them, can't they?
They certainly can. They'll be hoping to. That's just the first and last of the innings from a Newbuildings perspective, but certainly a big moment with the likes of Tim Tector up for grabs. You could see the disappointment in the bowler.
Well, Tim Tector could have departed very early there. It screwed off his bat. The fielder was there, never quite set though.
Yeah.
Was never quite in the right position,
No.
and it hit the turf, and that'll be a disappointing. Well, this over to start with has been a disappointing start for Newbuildings.
Also a single.
Oh, that's a cracking shot.
Oh,
Nobody's
that has
stopping that.
flown.
JJ Garth, wow, one of the leading lights of this Pembroke lineup, and Pembroke can count themselves very fortunate that he's not been called up for representative honours with the amount of runs he's scoring. He really has cracked that one. The fielder thought he was in with a chance, but by golly, isn't he glad he didn't put his shin in the way of that one?
Well, as you just said, up in Newbuildings, it's very green, so I would say the outfields are a little bit slower. So coming down here to these lightning fast outfields may be a little bit of a difference for them.
And where the builders, where the Newbuildings bowlers bowl, of course, may be different because of what they're used to on their home pitch.
Yeah.
But cracking shot for the boundary, and this has proved to be a very good start for Pembroke. 13 without loss, but of course we have to remember that it could very easily be for one.
Yes.
Tim Tector, fortunate to survive. He's now back on strike.
Yeah, you could see the bowler going for that full ball, and like you said, on a green top. That's what you're looking for.
Swinging. Down here, it's in the arc.
Like that, it's dry. The air is dry. There's no moisture in the air. So very different conditions.
So 14 without loss for Pembroke. Newbuildings haven't opened up at the nursery end. We shall wait and see what happens from the St John's end. But a good start for Pembroke, despite that ball in the air for what seemed an inordinate amount of time. The fielder did get his hands to it, but unfortunately it slipped out of his grasp and disappeared to the ground. No run was taken on that occasion, but 14 others came about, partially because of a JJ Garth cut shot that absolutely flew to the boundary.
Oh, I deleted the replay. Showed you that the camera waited until 2 balls in before it decided to turn itself off from overheating again.
Very Irish problem.
Like it'd been up for an hour and a half.
Oh, and then 2 balls in.
2 balls in, it decides. No, I've had enough.
Did it go?
Go, guys. Right.
New bowler, well, obviously, opening bowler from the St John's end. He's done his warm-ups. JJ Garth will face the first delivery. Quite a youthful team, this Newbuildings side. Plenty of under-19 internationals in it.
Pembroke also with a splattering of youths in the side.
Well, again, when you've got so many people away on international duty or injured,
Yeah.
then it can make it a bit tricky. The president, I see, of Pembroke has turned up, and the head of cricket as well, Bill Whaley, is with us today. So the crowd's starting to build up. I suspect as work finishes and as some of our professional members slip away from their desks a minute or two early, the crowd will grow here. And what a great day to be watching cricket. Just
Early call of 2.
bullet of an arm coming in, but
Judged brilliantly by the batsman.
JJ Garth knowing exactly how far 22 yards is. Jack Wilson is the bowler from the St John's end. There's information on your screen at the bottom left and right. We're with NV Play today, which is different to our usual scoring programme. Cricket clubs that we use for Leinster games, but for All Ireland games it's always NV Play.
Delicately played by Garth. A little fumble, and he will come back for 2.
Well, that's very good running by the Pembroke team. It's one of the features of this Pembroke side over the last couple of seasons is how good they are at running between the wickets.
Well, we say week in, week out, they trust each other's call. There's
We don't see many run-outs.
No, there's no, except if there is the odd one, but generally there's no yes, no, which helps, as you know, to get those extra couple of yards in. Just looking now across the pitch to the railway line, the dugouts would be a good spot today. Bit of shelter, still getting a little breeze.
Nicely in the shade over there. Plenty of umbrellas up at the bar.
Short, that is going to be out.
JJ Garth departs to mid-wicket. He's got hold of one and not really got hold of it as he would have wanted. And that is a first wicket down in the second over.
Yeah, he was
the score 18 for 1. And JJ Garth, batsman, to depart. That's a big wicket for Newbuildings.
Well, after the disappointment in the first over and the dropped catch, they come back in the second and they get their catch. You have to say he was neither up nor down, really. He didn't get fully under it and didn't get on top of it, which meant a very comfortable height for the fielder to catch. Really just, that Australian way of catching in front of his chest and made it look nice and easy as he took it.
Well, that's what Newbuildings wanted. They wanted a quick wicket. And JJ Garth departs in that second over. Garth goes for 9, and it just took him the 6 deliveries to get there and to get out.
Yeah, he got a lovely start with the 4 to the cover boundary, but I said just didn't quite get that. I would assume that is Addison Sheriff coming into bat. It's not up on your screen as yet, but looking at the absentees today, 3 would be his normal batting order. Well,
if everyone's back, he would
know. Oh, sorry, that's what I mean. Because people are away, with the absentees, this will be his normal spot. Obviously, he bats 5 or 6 if the Irish boys are here.
He was. I'm not sure if he is. I haven't seen the up-to-date figures, but he was the leading run scorer in Leinster cricket. Which, when you think that includes, 45 teams, 45 clubs, and 22 divisions, it's a hell of an achievement.
Yeah, I don't think he. Yeah. I think there is more runs in the women's section, mind you. They don't combine them. Aoife Lawler from Erin has passed 1,000 runs for the season already. She's having a cracking year.
Oh, Jack Wilson, a wicket to his name. There'll be a springing of his step now. Looks to make the most of early conditions in the new ball.
That is one of his favourite shots, and he goes to it early and gets a 6, bouncing onto the roof.
Well, they might get that one back. But I suspect the third umpire will be heading out.
So, actually, going into today, Addison is 5th in the list. But he is the only person, and McDarragh Cosgrave is 6th.
2 overs completed. What a way to end the over for Pembroke. Takes the score on to 24 for 1, 10 coming off that over, even with the loss of the wicket.
Yeah, so coming into today, Addison had scored 799 runs.
Well, he's gone past 800, and we know he's gone past 800 in previous All-Ireland games, whether it be the T20, which is this is the first one. So that even those runs, he's just hit onto the pavilion, taking past that landmark. But you've also got the Bob Kerr, and he hasn't been short of scoring runs in that competition either.
No.
Sky here today, well, it's a lovely mix of wispy white, fluffy white, and light blue at the moment, although I expect that to change colour starting at 6:10. I've never had a game that's scheduled to be interrupted by a lack of sunlight before. Scheduled. I've had games that lack of sunlight has been a problem, but never one where we knew there was going to be a lack of sunlight.
My first official umpiring game, I had to take the teams off for too much light.
It is to continue from the other end. Yeah, sometimes you just get too bright.
Well bowled. Little shout. Don't think anything was on it. Dropped anyway by the keeper.
I think it was recognition of a good delivery
Yeah.
rather than an honest appeal for a shout.
Yeah, the game was in Trinity and the sun was reflecting off the buildings into the players' eyes. So we had to wait till the sun went around the tall building.
Nicely tucked around the corner. It's going to be a long chase. Whether he gets there or not is another thing, of course. He does, pulls it up inside the rope, and a relay throw will bring it back. But 2 more runs onto the total.
Up 3. It was fine running there. Brings Sheriff on to strike.
McFall, who had that chance in the first over.
Strange also have one of these games at 4, isn't it?
Well, that's because of the Eclipse. That seemed to be the counterbalance. We'll start earlier. Another extra. The amount of extras. The sort of thing that Newbuildings are going to want to avoid. We saw in the women's game last night where Isabel Jennings scored 125 and Cheeky took a 5 for. But we saw in that game just how difficult these games can be. Another no ball. McFall is going just a step too far.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the firmness of the ground or just his eagerness means he's overstepping by, let's say, half an inch on each stride. He's overstriding by half an inch. And that's all it takes is if your stride pattern just changes slightly, just an inch or 2 on each stride, and suddenly you're bowling no balls.
JJ caught it mid-wicket. Sorry, Heather. Yeah, well, as you were saying earlier, the difference in the soil underneath the feet could be making a difference to his run-up. There is the free hit. Oh, that's well fielded, but
It's hit the rope.
Yeah.
He did everything right. He was just millimetres away from keeping that in, and the boundary comes from the free hit.
That's a superb effort from the fielder on the cover boundary, but like that, it was hit with such ferocity from Tector. It just managed, even with a better hand on it, to kiss the boundary rope.
Nicely taking the single in the infield. Again, don't be afraid to take what the bowler's offering you.
And the fielders, it's especially important you do get your 1s and 2s in games like this. It's the lack of dot balls that win T20s. So if it's not going to the boundary,
Thank you.
get your 1 and 2.
Come on, Greg.
Nice shot through the offside. It's straight to the fielder. Throw at the stumps. Direct hit. I think he would have been gone. But it wasn't a direct hit. And so Pembroke gets through for the single safely enough.
Yeah, the outfield actually helped the fielder there. Bounced up beautifully into his hands. The perfect height coming into his hands, which allowed the quicker throw. And it was just missing. But yeah, the Tector, I think, would have been going back to the dressing room.
How are you, Mr. Ship? Good. Crowd growing all the time, people wandering in, the wall's starting to fill up. I'd say there's even some people from Newbuildings who got caught in traffic or stopped for lunch along the way.
Hopefully they'll know to come through the tunnel at this time. Save them a bit.
That'll save them time, but
Yeah.
it'll cost them
It's the 350 at this time coming this way.
Yeah, you see, that's €350.
Yeah, so it's cheaper for them. It's wide. Oh, it's put down.
I thought it may have been a bump ball.
It may have been. The fielder first slip certainly put in a great effort. Just couldn't quite hold on to it one-handed.
Game going on in Stormont today, of course. And by golly, didn't Afghanistan have a super second wicket stand?
Yeah.
They put a lot of runs on there. But I saw Gav took a couple of wickets.
Again, yeah, after his lovely bowling the last match. McDonough.
And another no ball. The amount of no balls would be quite worrying from a Newbuildings point of view.
3 so far. Ireland, by the way, are 56 for 2 in reply, for anyone interested. But yeah, Byron McDonough getting his first international wicket there the other day, and he picks up another one today.
Picked up a couple today.
3, in fact.
Come on, lads, let's keep us up.
So the 2 wickets to fall so far are Sterling and Carmichael in Stormont. That looked wide, and it is. That did look a good bit outside off. The
Unlucky, Josh. Unlucky, Joshy.
bowler
Come on, lads.
throws his hands, but just from the stretch of the batter alone tells you how far off the crease that was. So, another the re-hit remains. A free hit remains.
Well, that's a big, big hit, and that is going to clear the boundary.
No,
Oh, no, it's not. And it stayed inside the boundary. My goodness, that had a lot of height on it. Well, they still got back for 2.
that was the pitching wedge,
It certainly was, wasn't it?
and it plugged in the ground as well. Not one of those kick bounces that we see so often with the current weather.
Well,
It just shows you it was coming straight down, heavy.
it could be that it was into the wind. You see the flag flying
Yes.
directly against that shot. But he certainly seemed to have got enough on it, but ended up a couple of yards short of the rope. And as Graham says, no post-bounce travel.
Yeah.
Another short delivery. This time he gets on top of it. He looks to see if there's a second, and there isn't. Well fielded behind square on the offside. But another run onto the total takes it on to 39. And Pembroke going along quite nicely at the moment.
In American football, they have a stat, YAC, yards after catch. So there you go, yards are after bounce. Would you suspect, just looking ahead to second innings and who's playing, Paul Lawson from this end rather than the other? With the wind?
Well, again, we'll see how that goes.
He does like the wind behind him.
That's a good delivery. Racing past the edge of the bat.
I think their Newbuildings are starting to realise just back of a length here might be the way to go. That was a very good delivery.
Come on, lad. Come on, Josh.
Well, we have one Tector here facing, and we have a Tector up in Belfast.
Oh, overthrows.
Oh, that is not what Newbuildings wanted by any stretch of the imagination. And what could go wrong in these first few overs seems to be happening, Graham.
Well, it's, as you said, from a fielding perspective, the few little errors, the sorts of things you train against and you hope you won't see in a match. Little margins.
It was certainly worth the shy at the stumps.
Yeah.
I'm not attributing any blame to the fielder who threw the ball.
No.
But nobody around quick enough to back up for what was, in fact, a very powerful throw. The bowler looking a little dejected. You don't need that adding to your figures.
No, because that doesn't show up in the book. Ain't my fault, it just goes against them. Sheriff again with his favourite scoop. And again, 6.
Oh, nice catch in the crowd. Danny Hogan, I think it was, with the clean hands.
That's good to see from your wicketkeeper without the gloves on. But going back to that overthrow, and it was almost, you'd have to say it was a risky run because a decent throw and it was out.
Yep, direct hit certainly would have had him in trouble, but as it is, it wasn't to be, and the next shot goes for the maximum, and Pembroke have broken the half century, and they've done so after 4 overs. After 4 overs, they're on 52 for 1, and anybody who plays cards knows that a quarter 4 into 52 is 13.
And the 1 is the joker.
Well, 13 cards in your hand in a game of bridge. Nicely kept out and nicely steered away to third. It will just be a jogged single on this occasion. That's all it needs, and that's all it is.
It's well played, though, from Tector. It's a very good delivery, but he still manages to turn it into a single.
I know run rates fluctuate over the course of an innings and wickets slow rates down and all that sort of thing. But can you imagine if they managed to go 13 and oh dear, that's dead. 13 and over.
Freezer when you go home.
13 and over for 20 overs would be something else, it really would. That was nicely done by Tector. He was coming down the track and realised it wasn't the ball to come down the track to, and just made sure he was on top of it, steered it into the leg side, took the single.
So I know Sheriff. So
it's lovely, nice gear that Newbuildings have.
I like the colour.
I like the design.
Yeah. We always say
I did think they had an awful lot of people called Lynch on the team. But of course that's the sponsor's name.
Lynch's Spar.
One-handed played on the offside.
For all your necessities, give a shout out to the sponsor.
Well, Pembroke sponsor, of course, CJK, top right of your screen. And top left of your screen is one William Dwyer. He's heading off in search of, I suspect, returnable cans and bottles. Another nice shot, the boundary rider in the right spot. And able to stop this one. His throw causing a little bit of consternation to the wicket-keeper.
But again, we always say the modern way with fielders is that one bounce into the wicket-keeper. But again, if you're coming from soft pitches to hard pitches, that one bounce can fly. And it's difficult for a wicket-keeper today, not used to these conditions.
Nice shot down the ground again. And again, the fielder does get to it. Not the cleanest stop, but enough of a stop just to keep it to a single. 69 for 2 instalment. Required rate has crept over 8 there. You suspect that's going to be a tricky one for Ireland to pull back. It's such a big total.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much though. Get to the last 10.
Take it deep. That's what we say.
Yeah.
This one played to third. They're thinking of a second and they decide against it. And quite wisely too, I suspect.
Yeah, there's no point in losing all the wickets chasing that run rate in the first 30, 40. Get to the last 10. And you saw from Afghanistan, I think they put a scored around 100 in the last 10, even while wickets were falling.
58 for 1 after 5 overs. 1 over left in the power play. Full now 3 overs of his 4. Interesting that they're using the openers, or they've used one of the openers for 3. They've kept one back for 2 back for Wilson, so they'll have 2 and 1 then at the back end.
Yeah.
Change of bowling here now.
Bit of spin for the first time this evening.
We're just operating on the one end camera at the moment. Work is underway on the second camera.
And with no other way, that's why we don't have a tracking camera. Oh, I should, yeah. Or replays.
Just played down the ground. Easy start. Seeing the new bowler. Envy play not quite updated yet with the bowler's name.
Sure did.
And this one played nicely into what is a very open leg side. Everybody back on the boundary. The off spinner coming on in the last over of the power play. You see there's more and more now.
Pearl salmon.
You see there's more and more with, thank you very much. And yeah,
Couldn't do it.
I could have done.
Pete, it's a T. Pete salmon.
Well, that has cracked the fielder on his fingers, and he's in a bit of discomfort there. The bowler just waiting for him to return to his feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
That's a bruise. At least it's not a dislocation, or like we saw in the YMCL of a final.
Hopefully it's
broken collarbone.
Could be a nail into this. Oh,
this one's gone straight up. There is a man underneath it. And he has taken the catch, and a second wicket falls. And Salmon picks up his first wicket.
Tector falling.
And Tim Tector is the man who departs.
Not quite making the most of his early life in the first over.
24 off 17. There's a lovely shot from Sheriff, but this is the one that got the wicket. It's just gone straight up in the air. You could see the keeper. Keeper was keen for it, but it wasn't his call. And the man who decided to take it on did a fine job of hanging on. And
one suspects, is it the skipper strolling out? You would miss his nice pink helmet to be able to tell the difference.
I think he might claim a red helmet.
Red.
Ready for a laugh.
Oh. Here's camera 3. I have to say, the body language of the bowler didn't scream of confidence in him taking it.
Oh, but take it he did.
Yeah.
Salmon picks up his first wicket in his first over. And again, this is the thing about bringing on an off spinner or a spinner of any sort in the power play.
Just bringing down the ground mics. We have a fielder right beside them.
That's all right. He's asked his question now.
Yeah.
Good lad. Do more wickets here, boys.
It is Jack Tector. Gone out to bat. Joining Sheriff in the middle.
Jack Tector, the only ever present in the Pembroke first 11 this year. Other people missing out, of course, because of such things as international call-ups.
Injuries.
Yeah, injuries and the such like, and even selection.
Yeah.
So, a number of reasons why Jack is the only one who has managed to appear in every game.
And that's why every cricketer should volunteer to be a captain. You get picked.
62 for 2 then at the end of the power play. Who's going to be happier? Would you rather be going at 10 and over, but you've lost 2 wickets? Because we always say 3 wickets in the power play and you're in a bit of difficulty.
No,
2
I take the 10 and over because, again, it's a T20.
runs on the board. Good
Runs on the
afternoon.
board.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good stuff, boss.
Looking well?
Thank you.
Yeah, he says, sitting here in his jeans.
That's nice.
Yeah, we like the cover. 62 for 2 after 6 overs. JJ Garth already out. He pulled one to mid-wicket.
You're walking as you walk right.
As I walk by the mic. Yeah.
Good to see the Garths down, although a little late to see JJ's performance with the bat. But Anne-Marie, Robert and Kim all in attendance today. Robert Garth, a fine cricketer in his day. Fine golfer as well. Spent a lot of time on the golf course before. I think he lives in London now. But Robert and Kim, both based in the UK at the moment. Kim obviously in the 100.
Yeah.
And
finals this is it this weekend or next?
Great to see them down supporting Pembroke.
Should be 2 here. Early shout.
Well, there are definitely 2 there, and the first one taken so quickly. The second one became a casual jog, which is exactly what you're looking for as a batsman in this sort of heat. Can you see the temperature on the gauge there? It's certainly close to 20, if not above. I think it's over 25 up there.
My phone is saying 28.
Your phone is like you, Graham, prone to exaggeration.
My phone, unlike me, is brand new, so I believe it's.
And a new cover for it
And
as
a new
well.
cover for it, yeah. I was getting enough.
New coffee cup?
No, I still have my old. I still have the one I got. It's in good nick.
Yeah, definition of good nick.
I cleaned it today, don't worry.
Clipped into the leg side. Salmon is the fielder down there. Now this says it's Jared Wilson. And a double change for Newbuildings. So this is the 4th bowler we've seen so far.
It's a good piece of filling off his own bowling to keep it to a dot.
So say Newbuildings having a fabulous season of their own. They won the Challenge Cup up north. 2-day games in that tournament.
That'd be cool. In the air, but that's
Wow,
flown.
Cry was catch. He's actually broken the fence with that one. It crashed into Cyril's way and he has cracked one of the stanchions. It was hit with such power.
Yeah, that was past the fielder. It was still over his head, but he attempted to make the catch one-handed jumping, but I think the ball was past him before he leapt. That flew.
Another.
And again
they're
Sheriff's
looking for 2 again.
Yeah.
And they call for it, and they will get it. The fielder comes in and picks up cleanly, but can't prevent them getting 2, and that's the advantage of going quickly. These 2, well, they have batted together on a few occasions. I'm surprised, actually, that Sheriff isn't an ever-present. But
he did have an injury.
But he was injured for a while, and that ruled him out. He's on 23. Jack Tector, the captain, is on 4. Well, in fact, those figures slightly out of date, as live scoring is slightly behind.
72 for 2 off 7.
10 coming from that over. And it's the runs per over that has been quite good from a Pembroke point of view. 14, 10, 12, 16, 6.
Yeah.
Exactly.
4. And now back up to 10 again.
Yeah. But again, the key is they're running, when it's not a boundary, they're running 1s and 2s, and the 2s are coming very quick running. Well, ball from Simon.
Push that one through a bit.
Yeah.
Just relying on a change in pace on that occasion. One thing about the ground being so hard is, do you really want to be wearing spikes? And certainly if you're wearing long spikes, they're not going to sink into the ground.
No, you'd almost be thinking about your artificials, wouldn't you, if that you'd normally wear on the mats?
Yeah. Yep. It's very, very firm out there underfoot.
Big work, Blake.
Again.
And this is something else that Pembroke are good at. There aren't many
Good PD.
dot balls. They try and squeeze a run from somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, even the good balls they try to turn into something. Salmon is bowling well here.
He's got a nice line.
Go on, Greggs.
Outside off.
Again, he's a tall boy, so he's coming from a good height. You can see there, he's taller than Sheriff.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the break between innings when you go up to him and refer to him as a boy.
Everyone is younger than me. They'll get definitely two there with how fast they run. They go to the wicketkeeper's end, but Tector as well, safe. Good throw from the fielder in the deep cover.
Certainly a big enough arm anyway.
Yeah, and you'd need one out there as the Wexford train, Rosslare train, ambles by.
At this stage, I'd certainly like to say thank you to my boss for letting me out early today to be able to get here in time for this.
Good PD.
We had the fun of somebody ramming the gates to our car park and breaking the motors. So, public transport for the next few days, maybe even weeks.
Would you get compensation on that?
No, it was one of our staff
Insurance?
that did it.
Oh, well, their insurance, car insurance.
Oh, it's OPW,
Okay.
EMS, BBC, whatever. Somebody will deal with it. It's not my problem. But another over has slipped by. 8 gone now. The two batsmen in the middle. I'm surprised somebody hasn't run a drink out to them because it's got to be knackering out there. As Graham said, his phone says 28 degrees. Niall's thermometer says minus 13. No, it doesn't. The winners of this game, of course, go on to play Lisbon. That final will be at the Lawn in Warringstown at the end of August.
24th, is it?
And Pembroke have already met Lisbon once this year. They met them in the Bob Kerr, one of the 3 away games that Pembroke played before the semi-final.
Yeah, it'll be a good day out. Like, it's 23rd. Oh, that's pulled with some venom into the leg side, dissecting 2 fielders. He gives chase, uses his feet, but can't stop the ball getting to the boundary.
Another boundary for Pembroke into the 80s.
Well, if Pembroke are to make that final, it'd be a great day out to go early with Marion women in the preceding final for the women's T20 All-Ireland to watch and support. That is pulled straight to the fielder.
Tapped around the corner, really. But again, not a dot ball. On another day, that could easily have been a dot ball. This occasion, they get through for the single.
It's amazing with the mentality in a 50-over game, they might say no to that. But obviously in a T20, you can't afford any dot balls. The fewer, the better. That's Fuller, that's well bowled. But again, Pembroke are able to turn a good ball into a run. This time a bye. Just squeezes past the wicketkeeper.
Yeah. Lovely. Got a cramp.
Those bikes are decapitated by accident.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, yeah.
Just arranging guest
Oh, excellent.
commentators. We'll see how that goes when they arrive.
You can pay them, I'm not.
It's always nice to get somebody from the opposition and somebody with a... Oh, that's awful. And I mean awful for the fielder, not awful by the fielder. He is annoyed with himself. But that seemed to take a bit of a spin on a second bounce.
Bonus runs for Pembroke. You see here, just kicked at the last moment.
Yep.
It's again this hard outfield. It's so
And down in that corner,
Yeah,
as we all know,
just a little bit.
undulating.
Yeah.
There's a term I learnt in geography. And another boundary for Pembroke. And again, just tapped into the leg side. They think there's going to be two here as well, and that's superb. And you wonder how long it will be before Newbuildings decide that they have to have somebody saving a single. Even just standing there, even if they don't stop anything, but at least it's making the batsman think about a second run.
Yeah, because at the moment it's an easy two really for these runners. Here is that drink you were wondering about. Jack Tector and Alison Sheriff just need a little.
Yeah.
But again, you're running lots of twos.
Get the defibrillator out.
Yeah. At this stage, I'd be in the ambulance.
Amanda, do you want to take chair? And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. What a great day's weather. I mean, it's far too hot for people running around and exerting themselves. But sitting here under the gazebo.
Cameras.
They're Fritz, and the gremlins are out for the cameras. But like that, we're getting this little focus on the camera. Oh, that's like a beautiful portrait shot of Sheriff and Hector. Change in bowling.
This is the fifth bowler. Oh, and he does start with the dot ball. Salmon replaced, number 23.
One of those days. No, I don't.
Down the track.
And again, another
good piece of fielding there from Newbuildings. Sheriff using his feet, but can only push it straight to point.
Big blow down the ground. There is a man down here.
Oh.
And he does some superb work to pull in the catch. And a third wicket falls for Pembroke. The score on 90 for 3. And who is that who's departed, Graham? Is that the skipper?
That is the skip. No, it is Sheriff. Sheriff out here. Are we going to see the replay? See his feet?
The fielder doing exceptionally well to make sure he didn't cross the boundary.
Here we go. Brilliant work from Niall.
Fine. Gets rid of it, then puts his foot down, and fine again.
I know,
Absolutely superb catch.
At full speed, all I'm saying is I was looking at the side of his boot on the rope. But that's all I was looking at. At full speed. But brilliant work from Niall to give us such a good replay. So it is
Partnership of 29.
Yeah.
It was.
Danny Hogan comes to the crease. Easily recognisable with the blonde sticking out the helmet. Highlights.
Sheriff, the departing batsman. Which means skipper now coming in who came in at 4 is joined by Danny Hogan at 5. Again, plenty of runs here. And Danny Hogan, of course, in the side as keeper today. Lorcan Tucker obviously on duty in Stormont. Greg Hollins with that horrific PCL injury.
This is some over so far. We've yet to have a run.
Come on, Jason.
Another dot. We've had 5 dots now.
That's quite all right, though. But see, this is the advantage of such a good fast start.
Yes.
Is that you can have an over where you're not necessarily chasing runs.
We see a wicket maiden. Fuller tossed it up, and again.
And this time, the fielder unable to stop it as it hit his knee, and they get through for the single, which ruins the maiden, but still a fabulous
Brilliant over.
for Newbuildings, 91 for 3.
How are you?
Pull it down and you're live. Owen. So your son is out here. Nephew. Well, take a seat.
Sorry, what's your name?
Craig. Sorry. Yes, should have said that. Well, I'm joined in the commentary box now. Owen Leckie from Newbuildings. Well, it's touch and go at the moment.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah. Well, Craig, we pulled it back a bit there. It was another wicket. Well done, boys.
Another
Excellent.
wicket falls, fourth to fall. The score on 91, and that's Danny
Jared.
Hogan who disappears.
Jared Wilson.
Jared Wilson.
Yeah. Well done, Jared. Fought back well here, so we have.
Yes, the run rate went racing off, but it's those taking of wickets that is just pegging Pembroke back.
Yeah, a lot of extras there, like, at the start of the game, like, but it's pretty hard coming out to that wicket, so it was.
Yeah. Very firm out there.
Yeah,
now.
it was. Yeah, it's like. Hopefully, it's just Big Pete, being from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So.
He'll be feeling. It's a bit more like the wickets he'd play on at home, I suspect.
Yeah. But it's, hey, great weather down here, and it's been a great day. Lovely hospitality from you.
Thank you very much.
So,
and getting to this stage of the competition, you've had a great season anyway. Two cups already.
Yeah, with 2 cups already. Yeah, and
the T20, obviously, which qualified you for this, but also the Challenge Cup. That's a 2-day competition.
Yeah, it's a senior cup final here up in the northwest. So
I think that's brilliant. I'd love to see that. And then that's a 2 innings game, isn't it?
2 innings. Yeah,
over the 2 days.
50 overs each day, of each club. So it's been a great day for the community. So it was. And it's well supported from the northwest. Every club sort of come in and support the the northwest senior cup final, which is very good to have also. So it is. So
and the Warriors had a good year for the
Warriors done very well there. Andy and the boys have done very well there in that. So
it's great to see.
Good.
Northwest cricket has been a little bit.
Yeah, for a few years it was pretty hard, for the guys, but they've the guys is,
That's excellent fun.
they brought a lot of good guys in, and they're doing pretty well now, and reaping the rewards which they deserve.
And it's quite a youthful team you have. You have a number of under-19 players in there.
And the emerging Warriors too, a lot of young guys coming through, and you can see where they're coming from, so that's pretty good also, so.
That's great to see. Great to see.
And I was speaking earlier on to some of your staff there, committee members down here, and they were telling me that you're going for 5. The drive for 5. Yeah.
It's they've won the T20 in Leinster, obviously, hence the qualification for this semi-final. They won the Leinster Senior Cup.
Excellent.
Against Leinster. They have the Bob Kerr on Sunday. If they win this, then they're into the final of the T20.
Yeah.
And also the Leinster Leagues. Yeah. It's up in Warringstown.
Yeah.
Up at the lawn. And of course we
4 runs.
We played at the lawn in the Bob Kerr in the first round. We had Warringstown away. Second round we had Lisbon away, and the third round we had Estonians away. It was.
It wasn't easy.
No, it was like we joined the NCU league.
Yeah. A lot of travelling.
Yeah, a lot of travelling for the lads. I have to admit, I spend more time under this gazebo than travelling to away games these days.
It's a lovely setup here, to be honest. It's very nice, and I love your flowers and all coming down the driveway there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Magnolia Drive.
Changed over the years. It's actually actually called Cyril's Way.
Yeah.
One of our members, ex-president, secretary, great member of the club, passed away a few years ago, and you can see the sign on the wall there, Cyril's Way. Cyril Irwin, that was. And as we go around the ground and the ball gets hit to various places, you'll hear about all the names around the ground, and that's something that's only really come on board with the streaming, because when you've got people, we have people who sort of listen in the car.
Yeah.
And so we have to describe where the ball has been hit to, and you don't want to keep saying it's been hit to square leg, hit to square leg.
Yeah.
You know, it's nicer that there are names now associated, or the nook you can see down by the
Down in the corner.
yeah, that's nice down there. Things seem to have settled down a bit now after
I'm
a very
just looking here now.
hectic start.
95 for 4 here of 10 points. That's the 11th over, was it? Yeah.
Yep, 95 for 4 off 11.
Yeah. Brought it back a bit there, so hopefully we can.
Yeah, I mean, at one stage it was up at 13 and over.
Jason's bowling pretty well here, so he is.
He's giving it. He's pitching it up nicely.
He is.
He's not giving the.
Was he getting a bit of movement there? Was he?
Oh, I'd say so. Once again, it's so dry out there, and you can imagine what it's like when Gavin Hoey's bowling here. You saw how well he did against Afghanistan today and 2 days ago. Well, when he's playing here, you can really see him rip some across, and I think that's a lot to do with just how dry it is.
It's been so warm down here in Dublin.
Yeah, and again, we're not seeing the heat that they're seeing over in England.
Yeah.
You see some of the grounds in England, and sure, you'd think the grounds were 95 years old there. All the white beards around. Flicked around the corner.
Yeah.
This is one of the things myself and Graham were saying in the power play was how Pembroke don't like the dot balls. They try and get at least a run, and they're trying to turn the ones into twos.
Yeah.
And you saw that.
I seen it earlier on there. They were looking for 2 all the time there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of room here on the leg side, and if you hit it right,
It popped up.
that wasn't quite where Jack Tector was looking to put that ball.
Oh, it's Jack. Yeah, I was wondering where Jack was. Yeah.
That's the sort of ball an off spinner loves to see. That one that just pops up. No fielder on that occasion.
Yeah, covered. Very good. Another good over from Jason.
Well, 12 overs gone now. 8 remain for Pembroke to set a target. Of course. Are you missing any players with?
We've I have a few other nephews missing today. Work commitments and just other things on, you know. So and a few other lads. Is a guy away on holidays, Ross Doherty, and then we have Johnny Thompson. You probably know of Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny's unavailable also, so it's pretty hard when you have work commitments and family commitments to
Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon.
Especially the day of an eclipse.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's a strange.
So there's a lovely place to probably see it.
Yeah, the sun will be dropping down there when we get the eclipse, so hopefully we'll see that. Okay, that camera's not on. You're more than welcome to walk in front of it.
Thanks.
But the microphones are on.
You don't want to hear me slaver.
Pete Salmon
He's
back
looking here
on now
for
at the nursery end.
I think this is Pete's last over, is that right?
1, 2.
No, he's 2 left, is it?
I think he's 2 left.
It's 2 left, yeah.
Yeah, he's bowled 2. He's only gone. Well, he hasn't gone for too many.
Yeah. Jason has 2. Jason Dunn has 2 overs, I think. He's 2 left also.
Yeah, 2 Jay Wilsons threw me for a little while.
Yeah, Josh and Jared.
Till they worked that one out.
And it's great to see Newbuildings playing a few young lads today. It's great for them to get the experience playing first team cricket. I think we have 2 15-year-olds and 2 16-year-olds playing today there, and are coming through. And it's great to see them both, and young Adam Allen and young Oliver Dunn taking a lovely catch each there. So it was very nice to see that.
Free hit here now.
Well bowled again. So it's
Fired in quite nicely at the
Yeah.
batsman's feet. I wasn't able to get it away at all. But yes, both sides obviously
Yeah,
stripped for different reasons.
your shells, you're weakened yourselves also, yeah.
Yeah, very much so. I mean,
A lot of the Irish lads away, and
there's 5 of them.
yeah.
5 of them are playing instalment today.
Yeah, and the Leinster
Bolts.
they're playing also today, yeah.
I don't know if we've too many there. McDara might be up there, I suppose. But yeah, there's certainly a lot of guys, and we've had this all year.
Yeah.
With Ireland and with Leinster, etc., whereby guys stepping up from the seconds, and there are a lot of guys who, well, there's another club you'd expect them to be established first team players, but here, you know, there's such strength in the Pembroke side.
I don't think I've ever seen a team as strong.
It's a golden age for Pembroke, and they better enjoy it and appreciate it while they have it. And that's nicely cut away. Even Jack Tector himself, although not going for representative honours at all. He's an
handy bat.
ex under 19s captain at a World Cup, but then just decided that the life of a professional sportsman wasn't for him.
I think you bet. Oh, that's it.
Certainly worth a shout. The umpire unmoved on this occasion. And the wide stance on this occasion from Gupta. Yeah, this gentleman batting now, Gupta.
Is he a South African lad?
No, he's Dublin through and through. But his dad, I used to play with his dad on the fifths, and Sunil's career on the fifths was about 2 games long, because you could see very early on he was destined for better and higher things. He's the most graceful right-handed batsman. He makes you think he's left-handed because he has that look about him. You know, left-handers always look better. He looks better, and he's even right-handed. So, yeah.
He could play golf left-handed and
oh, he probably
cricket
can.
right-handed.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah.
And also, what sport do you want me to play? I can do that.
He could do it, yeah.
It's played down the ground. They'll take the single.
I think I'll leave a commentary very shortly. So
I'll enjoy the sunshine and the
lubrication. Hard to be on below this tent on such a good day.
Yeah,
we were traveling down the road earlier on, and on the way down, it was raining from Strabane the whole way to Monaghan. So,
and then stopped.
Yeah.
It seems to be that sort of area of the ground. I mean, we saw with the first game of the Afghan series, Breedy, rain again.
Yeah.
That wasn't where he wanted it. And I said he looked graceful. Well, that one just looked agricultural and ugly. But he got a single for it.
Jackson 25 and Gupta's 10.
And again, Pembroke trying to reduce the number of dot balls.
Ooh.
Just clears.
Single again.
Just about cleared the bowler. Got you excited for a moment there. You thought that wasn't straight back to the bowler. Wasn't to be on this occasion. And then, of course, the Northwest will be taking home the National Cup at the weekend. Glendermot
and Ballyspellin, which is great to see 2 Northwest clubs again in the National Cup. And I know they have I think I've seen this morning that there's a few buses from each club coming down, so which is good to see also.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
it's great when the club decides, and it's usually just a few influential people say,
yeah,
"Oh, we're going to that one, and we're going to have a good day."
yeah.
And people-
It is it's a great day out for the fans and supporters of both clubs.
And I love the interaction between the different unions that the National Cup and the Bob Kerr
Sure.
bring. It's
Yeah.
and this competition.
Yeah.
It's the only time where you're not playing against people from your own province, and I think it's great that. I mean, we complained about the travelling, and you know you had the 3.5 hour journey, 4 hour journey to get down here, and the same to get home, as our lads did on Sunday, etc. If you play cricket in Australia, sure. 4 hour drive is probably against your local rivals.
Yeah.
You know, it's all a
long way.
relative thing, isn't
It's
it?
a long way.
I felt sorry for County Kerry having to go to Lisbon to play in the other semi-final.
Well, last year we went to Cork.
Yep.
We travelled down to Cork, and it was a journey.
And if you're going from Newbuildings down to Cork, do you go via Dublin?
Yeah, we went up Belfast and down through Dublin.
Yeah.
Stayed off in Dublin for a night, a couple of nights, sorry, and then travelled on to Cork. And
was that Cork County in the
yes,
Mardyke?
Mardyke, yes, it
I
was. Yeah,
love the Mardyke.
yeah, it was a lovely wee club
Lovely.
also. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it's quite short straight,
yeah.
but it's a lovely ground to go down to. I commentated on the National and the Bob Kerr
Hmm.
down there a few years ago and had a great time.
Yeah, I love it. Love the people down there also. Like very welcoming. So they were.
This one played out to the boundary in the
Yeah,
offside.
single
It will
again.
just be a single. These two putting together a bit of a partnership now.
They are. Hopefully, we can sort of peak and maybe get a breakthrough here.
He's bowled well.
He's-
Is he the club pro or?
Yeah, Pete's our club pro. Yeah, he's from Jamaica.
And who went out there to sign him?
we brought. It was brought. I think he was brought when he was. I think it's roughly about 10 years ago. He played for us, and now he has a child back home or back in Newbuildings. So, it took him. He was selected for his. It's not the West Indies. He was selected for his, and he couldn't come back and play them with us. So. Oh, that's.
Not out from the umpire.
Mhm.
He'll come in and rebuild the castle.
Yeah, we've slowed it up pretty well here. So we have. I would say all the folk back home are watching here, and we're saying, right, we're brought them back a bit. So if we take the extras, how many extras is in the game there, Greg?
Let's have a quick look now, see if we can find out.
I think we're probably looking about 23, maybe extras. On my.
That'd be quite a lot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think we're up around the 20, up over the 20 mark. I would think.
Oh no. According to this, 8 extras, 4 no balls, 3 wides, and 1 leg by. But what has happened is,
Yeah, we've got
with the no balls,
Yeah, no balls. We got 6. There was a few sixes off them.
the
Yeah,
free
yeah.
hits have gone well for Pembroke. 15 overs gone, 120 on the board.
120.
So
And that's time for me to leave the ship. Greg,
Thank you
lovely to
very
meet you,
much.
buddy.
if you
All right.
see another victim you want to send down to us
Yeah.
for the second innings, do so.
Thank you.
And it's always great to hear, as I
Yeah,
say, the
yeah,
other point of view. Our viewers are fed up of me, Graham, and James always talking
Yeah,
about
no,
Pembroke.
you're doing a
'cause
good job,
They're
so
the
you're
team
awesome.
that we know.
Yeah.
So especially when you're playing against somebody from a different region, it's brilliant to hear.
So we
the
leave
other
this back
viewpoint.
home, but I don't think anybody's willing to talk.
Yeah, it's the time
If
thing.
you're ever up home with us, we'll get you a mic.
I'd take it. I'd take it. Yeah,
It's a chance. It's a chance. Oh, he dropped it.
it's
dropped it.
unfortunate. That's a second drop for Newbuildings.
Oh,
There
he
was
dropped
one
it.
in the first over, and now another one, and that's allowed
Oh,
Tector
lucky.
away with
It's
that.
only it's one of our little 15-year-olds. So
I mean,
he
it's
got behind
tough
it.
out there.
So we got behind it, and it just popped back out again. So unlucky little lolly.
A shame.
Yeah, he took a catch earlier on. So I'll just finish off the over, Greg, before I
Yeah.
move on.
This time, Tector makes
And he
sure
stopped it well.
he was willing to put any part of his body in front of that one. I think after the
he
previous
wasn't.
one.
He wasn't.
Wasn't going to get past him a second
I
time.
think he took a sore hit there, so he did. So
It certainly seemed to be
Yeah.
more his hip stopping it than his
Yeah.
hands. But as I say, he was just
he
willing
got
to
there.
to put everything in front of
He
that
did.
one. And fair play, Jem. Very hard. And that's nicely
straight down.
Straight into the sight screens. That was how straight it was from Tector. He moves on to 31. You can see it here again. Just slapped
Big full
straight.
ball.
I think that's one of the few boundaries that Dunn has actually conceded. Bowled very well here for Newbuildings. There'll be 4 overs left at the end of this one. Graham, end of the over.
Had a go at
That's
it.
another big one. Salmon trying to make the ground,
Could be out.
but his
Yes,
teammate
well
gets
done.
there first.
Young Black McKeegan, a fantastic catch.
Oh, well done, sir. That's a
Well done.
super,
That's a
super
fantastic
catch.
catch.
You could see Salmon
Just-
moving around to his
Yeah,
right
and Black
in front of us.
moved on around in front of him.
Yeah.
Pretty confident young lad. So
Well, that's
great to
good
see
news.
Black taking a good catch. There's 2 catches he's taken. So
And
it's
that-
great to
also,
see.
the other fielder will feel a bit better now.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
His drop hasn't cost too much before the next wicket falls. He's just gone for that. He's gone big. It wasn't to be on this occasion.
There we go. He
And
moves across and he takes it well.
he got himself into a nice position and ran onto it quite nicely. And
He
it's
did.
stuck
Both
in the
hands and below it. Yeah.
Here it is from camera 3. And you see the 2 fielders
Page was moving wide.
sliding across. It's always nice to see the reaction of the keeper and the bowler. It's sort
Yeah.
of, oh yeah, well done. You know, when you know that they were
That's great.
nervous before then.
His dad is the wicket keeper of
Oh,
the
okay.
wee lad who took the catch there, Black. So it's great for his confidence.
Well, Pembroke certainly have slowed up since the 10th over. They got to 91 in 10.
Yeah.
It's taken them 5 overs to get another 30.
Yeah.
So Newbuildings doing a very good job of pegging Pembroke back and taking wickets.
Yeah, and it's pretty important taking wickets also. Like, you know, your score, you know, it brings it back the whole the score in the game. It's 1 ball left, isn't it? And that's over yet.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right there.
Yeah. No single. Greg, thank you very much. All right, lovely
Thank
to
you
talk
very
to
much
you.
for joining
All right,
us.
take care.
And as I say, find me another victim. Grand, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love it.
And just remember, that's a legacy now. That's on YouTube forever. When we're dead and gone, people will say, oh, do you remember this guy? Thanks very much.
So all changed since I was last with you all. A few wickets have fallen. The run rate has slowed slightly. Below that 10 and over, it was going out in the first 7. So good fight back by Newbuildings. So another change of bowling. Or action at the very least. The side screens are being moved. Jack Tector certainly was fortunate in that last over.
Well, the wicket did fall, and it's been the regular falling of wickets that really has pegged Pembroke back. At one stage, they were going at 13 and over. After 16 now, 133 for 5.
But there was 11 or so off that over, even with the fall.
13 came
Yeah.
off that over. But, and again, when you've got wickets in hand, you don't get any extra points for hanging on to them at the end of the innings. So
4 overs, 5 wickets. You take 13 and over at this stage for a loss of a wicket each over.
I was making. Yeah.
So many thanks to Niall for setting up today. Second gazebo up. Or it could be out again. There is a man out there and he's casually taken the catch. And that's the end of another partnership for Pembroke.
Murray, that is Jack Tector out for 39 from 29. He did have that life in the previous over.
Well, I don't think he'll be too upset. Pembroke looking good to set 150 plus anyway.
Yeah.
If they were to get that 13 over you were talking about, then you're talking 180, but I think that's a bit ambitious. And I think Newbuildings have done very well, as I say, to keep taking wickets. And look at this for a nonchalant catch.
Yeah, he wasn't quite there because he didn't quite get under it, but he did enough.
The hands were good enough.
Yeah.
And that's the end of Tector. Dan Murray now being joined by JP, Joe Prendergast. I don't think Joe would be too upset if I called him a fringe first team player. He's one of those who's moved up to fill the gap that's been left by the internationals and the injuries on the Pembroke side. Very interesting talking to the Newbridge side point of view, Newbuildings point of view. They've two 15-year-olds and two 16-year-olds out the pitch. They've also suffered with dropouts and people unable to get time off work, etc., etc. So neither side is as strong as they could have been. But the youngsters for Newbuildings have done well. They've taken a few catches. There have been three catches that have gone down, but by and large, the fielding has actually been quite good, and it hasn't been the onslaught. But you're talking about two champions here.
Yeah.
Two champion teams.
Exactly. Quick throw to space. He direct hits, but he is safe.
It was well safe.
Well in.
But good work from the bowler.
Of course, yeah, when you get to a semi-final of an All-Ireland, you are talking the champion team of the Northwest and the champion team of Leinster.
We were discussing earlier about how Northwest cricket is very definitely on an upswing now. An upswing with Newbuildings here in this semi-final. You've got Glendermot and Ballyspellin contesting the National Cup on Saturday in Clontarf. That should be a good game and well supported. I believe both sides are bringing down a couple of busloads.
Oh, excellent.
That will be great to see. I certainly am looking forward to that.
Are you commentating?
Gets better than that. Cricket Island finding themselves a little short of commentators.
Yeah.
And they asked for James. You're next on the list, Graham, I'm sure. But
always the
Joyce,
always the
Joyce, Dwayne and Andy Leonard are all up in Stormont. And so...
Always the bridesmaid.
Well, at least you get to wear a nice dress then.
And I won't mention the rest.
Josh Garth enjoying himself in the far corner as Josh Wilson, one of the opening bowlers, back on now. Prendergast's definitely looking for two, and he comes back at speed and will get two.
Of course, the seconds will be glad because it means I'm scoring in the Phoenix Park.
I take it you're going out to Clontarf on the Sunday, though. I have some post-match interviews to do today. Cricket Island have sent down a representative, and they'll be wanting to interview a couple of the players or captains of the winning side for promotional matters for the final.
Some good fielding from Wilson there.
There's nothing as good a fielder as a bowler. When a wasp lands on your nose. Two relatively new batsmen to the middle, and just 3 overs and a delivery to come. 19 balls. Run a ball gets them up to 156. So what are you looking for? 160 plus?
165.
Every run could make a difference here. There are certainly some good players on this Newbuildings team. But they'll be
Should be
looking for
two.
2 there. Murray took more of a circle at the end of the run rather than a turn.
Well, I was just saying, do that 6 times and over. There you go.
Yep, 12 and over would be fine.
Who needs boundaries?
So 17 overs gone and 139 on the board. Just 6 coming from that over, plus the loss of another wicket. The Pembroke wickets have fallen sort of in the 2nd, the 6th, the 10th, 11th, the 16th, 17th. It's been wickets at both ends.
Yeah, of course, we don't have our little... Do we have our graphics with MV? We don't get them? No.
Nobody has really taken the bowlers on. Tector and Garth batted like they would normally. Sheriff batted with positivity. And they got off to a flying start. As I say, at the halfway mark, they were 91 for 3, having just lost that 3rd wicket in the 10th over. So you felt that maybe they could push on from there, but some tight bowling in the middle overs.
That 10th over was the definite turning point. That 10 over went for 1 run and the wickets.
That was Josh Dunn, Jason Dunn, who is also known as the Bull. Also, I'm told on the live chat.
Yeah, so good. We do have a few Newbuildings watching us.
Bit of chat on the live stream. And don't forget, if you are watching us, please do like and subscribe to this channel. We are delighted with every new subscription.
It's a fine shot from Murray. Crashes that through deep extra cover.
It's not going to reach the boundary.
It is.
It only just does, though.
That shows you how deep that boundary is. The fielders kind of looked at each other. You get it, you get it, you get it. And neither of them could quite get there.
Well, first boundary we've seen in a while. That's Murray throwing the bat at it. Had the width he was looking for, and he managed to find the extra cover boundary. And a boundary that Charlie would describe as much needed. I'm not going to say it was much needed, but it was welcomed.
But of course, first ball of the over is always a big moment to start off with a boundary. But key there was Murray just keeping still. The body still, the arms at the ball. He just kept his shape nicely.
Nicely clipped away off his toes, and that one also is going to reach the boundary. That is a classical shot. That shot reminds me of Greg Chappell. He used to be very good at just clipping that one off the toes and forcing it away. Although I think Greg Chappell may have cleared the clubhouse rather than just run it down to the boundary.
That was a beautiful stroke, though. It's right between 2 fielders. You couldn't have placed it any better as it goes to the chapel.
That previous 4, the first of the 2 fours from Murray down to Andy Arnott corner, was a thing of beauty. And that one also.
Slower ball.
It goes for a 3rd boundary. It won't reach the boundary. There is a man out there. It's a very long boundary down there.
Yeah.
And it won't stop Murray picking up 2. Score moving on to 145.
Just going to bowl the slower one into the pitch that time. But Murray, he's a lot of strength. You often see him down here on his off days at the gym, so putting the work in the off hours.
Well, yeah. Where is this gym you speak of?
The one in the clubhouse?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, no offense, I know you haven't been inside it. I've just read the literature. Oh, they're going to take 3 here. No, Murray had run too deep.
Murray thought he was in trouble for the first one. It wasn't the case, but he,
does bring 12 from 4 deliveries, and Murray keeps strike.
Pembroke pass 150. I think that's the minimum mark they would have wanted
Yeah.
going into this game,
Oh,
where
yeah.
you've forced the opposition to be chasing 7.5 and over from the word go.
Oh, that's foul. He's taking his cue from Addison Sheriff and just playing that one beautifully around the leg.
He got bowled.
Oh, sorry. I just saw that fly to the boundary. I wasn't watching the TV camera.
I know.
Sorry.
That one crashing into the stumps as he tried to lift it down to the clubhouse, like Sheriff did earlier.
Well, yeah.
But on this occasion, didn't get enough of it and crashed into the stumps.
And did go to the boundary.
And that is the end of Murray. Another wicket falls in the 18th over, and that's a wicket in each of the last 3 overs. Pembroke now 7 down. You can see it's just clipped leg stump
See the bail?
and taken the bail off.
Yeah. But again, 12 from the over.
It's the keeper smacking the chest.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see here. He must get... Oh, yeah, he took it just there in his chest. That hurt a little. Yeah. That did hurt him.
The end of a bail into the chest.
Brings Ollie Riley to the crease. Very easily picking him out of the crowd because he towers
That
above
was
it.
just too far outside off to take that shot on. He'd have been better off playing it through the offside, one feels. But it's worked for him in the past. I'm not going to criticise.
No.
And now 151 on the board as we come to the last ball of the 18th over, and Ollie Riley to face it.
Yeah, 12 from the over so far. And right, he's going to look 2.
And JP goes for 2, and they get through for it. An errant throw lets them through for 2, and that takes the score on to 153 for 7.
Wonderful running from JP there.
14 off the over, including a wicket.
Yeah.
Pembroke starting to accelerate and make the most of these last few deliveries. 12 deliveries to go.
12 deliveries, 12 for my 165. So you would expect to be around that.
Well, they'll certainly be looking for that. But again, they're only 3 balls away from the close of an innings.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. We shall wait and see what happens. But intriguing. And do we feel Pembroke have enough? Would they like 20 more?
I would have felt a lot better with 190.
Well, you'd feel a lot better with 300 on the board, right?
But but
what's the minimum you want?
190 with this outfield. It's ice out there.
More and more people making their way down Sydney Parade. We're delighted if you've joined us today. And another wicket. First ball of the 19th over sees Joe Prendergast on his way.
Nice little cameo from JP there, because not just the 5 runs he scored, but his excellent running between the wickets.
Oh, he was certainly helping out there, wasn't he? 11 balls remain.
He's just looking to create room where there wasn't. And through the gate it goes.
No.
So, Paul Lawson comes out to bats.
8 wickets down now. $153.
Or, sorry,
8.
is that Harry St. Ledger?
And that one just coming back enough to take it past the inside edge of the bat.
That was well bowled.
And very well bowled indeed. Prendergast run a ball innings is over.
Down leg, should be a leg by. Just the stance there, that definitely screams Paul Lawson at the crease.
Now, I have to say, I thought, and so did the umpire, bat involved, which invalidated any appeal there. And now Ollie Riley. Well, this man, as you can tell, has very long levers. So if he goes after one and gets it...
But again, the fact that there is only 2 wickets remaining they will want to bat their overs. So it's knife edge for what you do as a batsman here, risky wise.
Right, you're coming in at number 10, 9 or 10.
Bottom left. But it might be broken because of the wicket.
And another wicket. The 9th wicket falls 153.
This is a great fight back from Newbuildings here.
Ollie Riley departs to what was a very, very good delivery. And Newbuildings, well, they are doing superbly well here, dragging things back.
Again, he just arcs it back into the body and it's through the gates. A little late on the shot there from Riley.
2 wickets in the over.
Hopefully now Pembroke need to bat these 10 deliveries. Or sorry, 9.
Well, just 1 wicket remains. What do? Do you keep the ball out and hopefully pick up a single here or there? Or do you go for 1 big blow and hopefully pick up 6 there? And that's what Riley went for.
Yeah,
he went for the big shot and it didn't come off.
Well, you know I'm a dinosaur, so my money's on tap and go for 9 deliveries from 10 and 11. And then maybe on the 4th, 5th ball of the last over, you go for the big hits. Get it up to 160 at least.
That's not the way it goes these days, though, is it, Graham? As you said, perhaps in the John Player League. Keeps that one out. Harry St Ledger with Paul Lawson in the middle now. Paul just wandering down to have a word with his partner.
Again, anything into the leg side is runs, so you're just trying to, instead of go for the big hit, just get some bat into the leg side. And he is angling into the legs, so even half a block and you have at least a single, possibly 2 with the fielders deep.
Dot ball.
The Irish chase falling away in Stormont.
He keeps that one out, thinks of the single. The bowler
I suspect
disabuses him of that idea.
I also think Lawson was quite happy to keep strike for the final over.
Well, 154, just the 1 run coming from that and 2 wickets. So that not definitely the over of the innings as far as they are concerned at Newbuildings. And they really have pulled Pembroke back. Pembroke at one stage, as I say, after 10 overs, 91 for 3. So they've added 63 in the next 9 overs. Which again isn't a bad rate in itself, but it's nowhere near the rate that Pembroke were setting at the top of the order.
As you said, wickets changes any run rate. And
that's what Pembroke will need to do in the second innings. They will also need to take
plug
wickets
away
regularly. Gordy, I have a bag of balls for you.
Bag of balls?
Yeah, used balls, but...
Lovely.
Lawson, first ball, just clips it into the leg. It is the shallower of the 2 boundaries, but another misfield from Newbuildings allows Lawson to get back on strike. And as the more senior of the tail enders there, that's perfect from a Pembroke point of view. And
2 more onto the total.
Poor from a Newbuildings point of view. Should have just been an easy throw in for 1. They were always getting the 1.
But again, I mean, you know, if you only need 1 wicket to close the innings, you're willing to have a go. Okay, it cost you a run, but...
But Lawson on strike.
Well, Pembroke in search of that 160. Paul just going down and saying, get bat on it, and we will take a single.
Absolutely.
Life scoring just a couple of deliveries behind where we'd want to be.
I wonder how many of our viewers are in Stormont.
Well, that's the other thing, of course. There may be a few in CSNI's ground. CSNI, of course, providing the opposition to Pembroke on Sunday in the Bob Kerr final to be held in Clontarf's Castle Avenue. And Robert. And he's out.
Yeah,
the
full.
innings is closed, and the total is 157. Newbuildings are going to be needing 158 in the second innings, and they will be delighted at having, I consider, pegged Pembroke back.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Here it is.
Full, straight.
Yeah, an interleg stump.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. And that's a superb performance from Newbuildings. They have plugged away, and they never got phased by the runs coming, and they just kept plugging away. They've taken the wickets, they've reduced the rate, and now they're looking for just under 8.
Well, if you add in the 3 deliveries that won't be faced, plus the previous 10, you know, you're talking to less than 7 or 8 off those, which is in T20 is an excellent return.
Well, there'll be a 10-minute break now. We thank you all for joining us for that first innings. Myself and Graham are also going to take a well-deserved break, and we'll be back in what I reckon will be about 7 minutes 45 seconds. Welcome back to Sydney Parade for this All-Ireland T20 semi-final. Newbuildings and Pembroke. Well, Newbuildings will be very pleased at having restricted Pembroke to 157 all out. The target is 158, and we shall see how Newbuildings go about that in the next 20 overs. We are going to have, of course, the cosmic ballet of the Eclipse will be coming into play in about half an hour. We'll start to see the light deteriorate, and I suspect relatively quickly. 94% coverage here at Sydney Parade. If you wanted 100%, you could go to Spain. Sasha Robinson has gone to the European Space Agency's party. They're having an Eclipse party. Might as well have a party for that. It's New Year's Eve, I suppose. So, Newbuildings, 158 required. Pembroke trying to defend 158. Sorry, Amanda. There you have it, the All-Ireland T20, Ivara All-Ireland T20M. And Ollie Riley opening the bowling for Pembroke today. Started with a dot ball. 7.9 and over required. Not much in the way of foot movement there, Graham.
Yeah, trusting his hands, eyes and bats.
A few nerves amongst the Pembroke as the drive for 5 continues.
Well, you'll always have a few speed bumps along the way when you're driving.
Well, that's gone away and it will reach the boundary. Not the most convincing of shots, but I don't think Newbuildings are going to be too worried about that.
The board says 4, and that's all that matters. As you said, unconvincing, but he gets enough on it to turn it around the corner. Again, not much foot movement, just sitting on the back foot there.
It really is reliant on eye-hand coordination, and it's working for him so far.
Again, I always love a slower ball to a batsman who doesn't move his feet.
So the Newbuildings reply underway. Again, looking for the short arm jab into the leg side. Not quite getting there on that occasion. Must go and check the fence along Cyril's way earlier. Tim Tector.
Yeah, no,
Really.
Jack with the smashing of it. It's just cut a little bit out of it on the left-hand side of one of the sections. Still solid enough.
And flying through to the keeper, past the flashing blade.
Of Hannah. Mark Hannah now on strike.
Well, and on the striker, Jason Dunn, the ball. As one of our viewers mentioned on live chat.
Obviously a big fan of the field. Just angling it into the batsman there, Riley, and easy enough fielding for Lawson at mid-wicket. Just a 4 from that over. the one boundary.
Again, you'd be happy enough with that start from a Newbuildings point of view. Riley, obviously the spearhead of the Pembroke attack here. At the other end,
You wouldn't be overly disappointed from a Pembroke view either, only going for 4 in the first over.
Addison Sheriff will take the first over from the nursery end. Pembroke deciding they'd rather bowl the last over from the nursery end than the St John's end.
Smartly so, with the bigger boundary on the leg side. Although if you have it is the shorter for the straight drive, so yeah, it's gambles everywhere in this form of the game.
Well, Don yet to face a delivery. Left-handed.
That looks fairly... See, we have Aidan Seaver as third umpire today. Very experienced third umpire.
Well, quite right. Cricket Island making sure good officials in place for an All-Ireland semi-final. Don looking to carve that one through the offside. Not to be on this occasion.
Yeah, looking to use the width Sheriff was offering, but got under it. There is a feel there at kind of, you can see inside the ring, but a third. So for a little cut shot, just on the edge of your screen.
It's almost like a fly slip there.
Yeah.
Another dot ball.
Straight to that fielder.
This is something that Pembroke were good at in their innings, was reducing the number of dot balls. Whereas you get the feeling that Don at the moment is looking for big boundaries.
Yeah, and not getting the scoreboard ticking.
Whereas, you know, would you prefer at the moment if he just
Tap and
pushed
go.
it into the gaps, push it through on the offside and take 2 as they chase it down to the boundary, maybe 3.
Yeah.
You know, this sort of thing. But instead he is looking like a pinch hitter at the moment.
There he goes again, with straight to the ever-waiting hands. That's Joe Prendergast, the points. Well, the other difference now, at this stage in the Newbuildings bowling, they'd already given a couple of extras away. And those few extras also helped to get the ball rolling for Pembroke.
Well, when I was chatting with the member of Newbuildings, he thought that the extras were up over 20. And as I said to him,
Oh, it's out.
oh, first wicket falls. Paul Lawson it is, who collects Don. You could see he was getting frustrated. He really wanted to hit big and hit hard.
And
he did neither on that occasion.
And that's why dot balls are so good for a fielding team.
Pressure builds and another wicket falls.
One of the safest pairs of hands in the Pembroke side, Paul Lawson. We've seen him take some blinders this season. That was regulation, or fair as close to you as you get in a cricketing sense. He just didn't get on top of it.
Or didn't get underneath it.
Yeah, it's kind of
He could have gone either way.
Came quickly onto him.
It was certainly a pace, and a good pace at that. And Newbuildings lose their first wicket, and the second over just put down the full of wickets, Graham.
Yep.
And a little dot. Even if you put a little dot in there, we don't actually need to know the score because it's in front of us, and the comparison after 2 overs we'll be able to make. But that is exactly the start that Pembroke were looking for. An early breakthrough. And
well, that's where you want a bouncer.
And again, because both sides are not at full strength, I will say, Newbuildings missing players because of work commitments, inability to travel, holidays, etc. So, as I say, they have 2 15-year-olds and 2 16-year-olds in their team today. So they'll be relying very... Oh, well done, Danny Hogan. That's a super takedown the leg side to prevent 5 wides.
4 runs saved there by Hogan. Brilliant work. The only thing there you might say from a Newbuildings point of view, the the brashness of youth. They'd have no fear these days.
There is that to it.
They don't seem to get nervous.
But yes, Northwest cricket is on an upswing as far as I can see.
The women's as well as the men's.
Well, the National Cup will be going to the Northwest as much as for the first time ever. Roche have won that competition 4 times.
Yeah.
They found themselves in the Senior Cup this time round and did well. I think they may have reached the quarterfinals. But, yeah.
Breedy, of course, are playing in the women's T20 preliminary final
Well, it's the
against
eliminator.
Yeah, against Hollywood.
And then the winner of that will play
Marion.
the winners of the Leinster Senior Cup, which on this occasion, as Graham says, Marion. So 1 wicket down. Riley back on from the St John's end. Thudding into the pads. I think everybody realised that was going down the leg side. They will take the leg by. And the umpire signals as such.
Ambitious appeal.
Well, let's hope that Heatley's traffic dissipates, or that he keeps his eye on the road and not on his phone. Nice shot, but again, nice bit of fielding.
Wonderful fielding from the skipper.
And not much of a call between the batsmen.
No.
They were waiting to see, but they weren't calling wait.
Or coming down the track even, on the chance of a miss.
Misfield. But no, Jack Tector leading by example, as he has done all season. He really has put heart and soul into leading this club. He certainly hasn't gone at this task of skippering half-heartedly, that's for sure. Experienced captain.
Oh, appeal from everyone but the bowler.
Everyone on the offside.
Yeah.
Bowler didn't appeal, and nobody on the leg side appealed, and the wicketkeeper wasn't overly interested.
Yeah.
So one suggests that this one goes past the edge of the bat quite handily.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the most convincing of shots, that is for sure. The batsman.
I love how the bowler had head in hands like, oh, I've just missed, and then turns to the umpire hoping he might stick the finger up because somebody in the covers appealed.
Well, it's happened.
Of course, but
Oh, a dot ball.
it's a good length he's got going here.
This is good stuff from Riley. He really is putting some pressure on these batsmen.
Well, I was talking to him last week after the Leinster Senior Cup final, and of course he's enjoying getting the new ball because he doesn't always get it when everybody's available.
Well, normally you'd expect Byron McDonough, who took the new ball for Ireland today in a promotion for him, and he got wickets. So, and then you've got Addison Sheriff. I almost would open with Ollie and given a full side, Ollie and Byron, and Addison is your first change.
I'd actually flip that. I'd go Ollie and Allison because I think Byron is better at the death.
Just
Save overs for the death from him. But it's like you said, give Ollie that new ball, yeah.
Just overpower at the start, and then Sheriff to come on. JP will be one of the bowlers today. Dan Murray, another one. Paul Lawson.
Harry St. Ledger.
Harry St. Ledger. Tim Tector. Another one where he's left the bat.
This time the bowler appeals and the wicketkeeper and no one else.
So 3 overs gone, 6 runs on the board. And that is going to start making a big difference as far as Newbuildings are concerned.
Again, you wouldn't say convincing footwork from Newbuildings. Just throwing the bat, pushing the bat at the ball, missing it.
Well, the required rate has gone from what we said was 7.9, and it's now up to 8.85.
Yeah, it does jump quickly in a T20.
T20s. Well bowled, Ollie.
Still manageable. If you can get the 1s and 2s going here, which I think is key for...
Well, it's key for Pembroke.
Yeah, you can't rely on boundaries. Now, somebody, in saying that, somebody might just come in and smash, 10 boundaries. 10 fours, 4 sixes, and changes the whole game. But
Changing the field here. Riley coming in from deep third into short third.
into the ring.
And that has let Dan Murray go square out to the fence at point.
Great lane.
They get through for a single.
Really good, Charo. Really good, Charo.
But again, that run rate is going to just be in their minds. They're going to want to just keep an eye on that. And, you know, a couple of tight maidens or tight overs even from the Pembroke bowlers, such as they've bowled thus far, could end up proving to be the difference. Oh, comes off an edge, Ollie Riley, with a ball that bounced a couple of times in front of him, quite awkwardly, but he fielded it, he kept it clean, and he only got through for a single. 8 on the board.
Well, of course, as you named there's 2 spinners, possibly 3 in the side, and they'll certainly want that rate up and up for when they come onto bowl. Both 2 off spinners.
I get a feeling there's a tremendous sense of not wanting to let anyone down here.
Well, the other thing that Jack Texter has certainly instilled in this group is it's not 11 players.
It's a collective effort.
It's a village.
We're ready. We're ready.
And throughout this season, each one of them has stepped up when asked at one point or another.
As I say, Newbuildings, 2 trophies in their cabinet already this year. Most successful season for them. Pulled out to Cow, and that's something we've seen far too little of from Newbuildings thus far. The first boundary cracked out to Cow corner, down to Compost corner, Covers corner, whatever you want to call that down there.
He picked the length very quickly and was able to get that very importantly in front of square. There was a fielder at deep square, deep mid wickets, but he got onto that so early it opened up Cow corner and the safer shot. That's a good reply from Sheriff.
Well, once again, far better to overpitch than underpitch, I feel. Anything that goes into the pitch is going to be taken on and flat batted somewhere. Now, you don't rule out the short ball because one of those flat batted shots could easily pop up and be a catch.
He got a wicket in the for Sheriff already.
So,
but I totally agree with you. You want a low full toss rather than a half tracker.
goes short again, and that one is caught. That has taken an edge. The short ball does work for Sheriff. It works for Pembroke, and a second wicket falls, and the score 9 for 2 now for Newbuildings, and that is 4 overs gone. And in fact, sorry, 13 for 2 off 4 overs. Dot for the wicket in the 4th over. And the comparison score after 4, Graham, was
52 for 1.
52 for 1 as opposed to 13 for 2.
But
Which
again,
side of that equation would you rather be on?
Oh, here's the wicket. Yeah, no, absolutely be on this side. But again, Pembroke fell off in the last 5 overs.
Change of bowling now at the St John's end. Riley keeping 2 overs for later on, and I think this is a good move.
Yeah.
I think Dan Murray, fine bowler.
Clear edge.
Oh, I don't think there was any
yeah.
doubt about that one. The batsman knew, the bowler knew, and Danny Hogan was well aware.
But more importantly, the umpire knew.
13 for 2 off 4.
I agree, though. Good time to bring on Murray. He bowled very well in the Leinster Senior Cup final.
It could also be a good time to bring on St Ledger.
Or Prendergast, just full and straight.
Well, St
Very
Ledger's going to have to
little.
bowl at some stage, and I think you could just get away with, like, there's 4 overs gone. This will be the 5th now for Murray, and then you've 1 over
in the
with the field in.
Yeah.
Encourage them to take it on. Pembroke lost a wicket at that stage.
True. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Cracking shot through the covers.
That's 4 all the way.
Ollie Riley with a dive that was unsuccessful. And, well, Murray just leaving this one.
It just hung out there a little.
5th stump.
Yeah, not that he's bowling without pace, but it just seemed to hang a little for the batsman.
Well, he was onto it straight away. And perhaps this is what Newbuildings need, is somebody to come in and just say, I'm going to take it on.
Yeah.
And if it comes off, great. And if it doesn't, oh well.
Well, there's no point in dying wondering in a semi-final.
This one is in the air. It's going to fall short. It'll be a dot ball, which for Pembroke, they'll be just as happy with that.
Again, not much foot movement, just relying on turning the body more than anything.
Still require 145. There it is. He's lucky he didn't get a little bit more of that.
Yeah, 2 fielders converging, but safely drops in front of Lawson.
And this is good. The pro salmon.
Yeah. You've got 4 in the over. Take a single.
Just going down to the other end and explaining that we don't have to get all of them in this over.
Yeah, or all in boundaries.
Light aircraft above. Probably keeping an eye on us.
Wave to the cameras.
Well, it's now 5 minutes past 6.
3 more minutes, if I remember right.
Oh, that's probably why the aircraft is up there. It's hoping to get a good shot.
We'll get a good shot of the Eclipse.
18, 12, 54. Very precise.
The temptation to look at the sun to see if it started is very strong, but don't do that.
No, use your phone in a selfie mode.
No, burnt it out.
Oh, good reply, but a fielder has gone out to that boundary. Will be just the one.
Joe Prendergast with a fine bit of fielding. We know what a good arm Joe has. He keeps that to a single. 3 runs saved and 18.
Good boys, get this one here.
It's the single taken, and that will be Salmon on to strike. We saw him bowling earlier on. Ah, Brendan Ferris cycles past the ground mics. He's heading down for a bit of a net. As Dan Murray comes in. And Salmon just leaving that one alone. You get the feeling this Pete Salmon gets hold of one.
It's gone.
It needs a visa.
Yeah. He's a big lad.
Same as Ollie Riley,
Yeah.
just long levers.
Yeah.
If they are used to the right effect, they really could make a big difference. But at the moment, well, 18 for 2 in the 5th over.
Looking for
Salmon calls. Partner not really backing up that
No.
much.
We spoke of it in the first innings, how good Pembroke's running is, trusting the call, and there was really none there from Newbuildings. So just the 5 from that over. 1 boundary and a single.
Well, the score has moved on to 18 for 2. And just this partnership now, 5 off 4. Current run rate under 3.9. The comparison score, Pembroke were 56 for 1.
Oh, 50, I have 58 here in the book.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this is a ball or 2 behind. It hasn't quite finished that over. And the comparison score is on a ball by ball basis, 58 for 1. So they need 140 from the remaining 15 overs, and that would be 9 1/3 and over. I do like my imperial measurements when it comes to run rates.
So 9.chi.
I don't know what that dot over the 3 is called.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that simple, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I thought there was a, like umlaut, or I thought there was a name for just putting that dot to say it's recurring.
So
I'm going to ask you to keep going with one of our visitors. There's a nice shot down the ground.
that is a nice shot.
There.
Joe Prendergast comes on to bowl, and it is dispatched first ball by Hannah.
All day, Marky, all day, buddy.
Bit of support for the Newbuildings players.
Jumps. Put them on your back and run. Strength and conditioner.
Little change now we're going to see. Danny Hogan has asked for the helmet. He's going to stand up to the stumps.
To Prendergast to come on at the nursery end. Joe, who relies on line and length.
It's in the air. Oh,
spilled.
spilled.
Unlucky.
That was a great effort. Diving full length, low,
It's a tough one to take.
top of the grass.
You're going right against the direction of the ball.
You're telling your body to take a hit.
Here it is. Nice shot, but more aerial than he would have wanted. And, so close to having that in his hands. How Prendergast would have loved that. Shigata is here today.
A little bit slower. That's fine
it's a
fielding.
Lovely piece of fielding. They should get back for 2.
Oh, there's a chance of a run out here. No, just the throws a little bit off. Salmon does complete the second.
And again, they need to be doing that. They need to be looking for 2 each time. It's not just a single. Let's push this on. It's not just a dot ball. Let's look, see if we can get... They just can't afford these dot balls that are filling up the scorecard at the moment.
Or like you say, the singles. That's the key. Turn 1s to 2s.
Another one that's lifted into the offside. Paul Lawson, it will be doing the tidying up after Dan Murray's athletic attempt to pick up one-handed and throw all in the one stride didn't pay off. Last 5 overs have seen 22 for 2. I suppose it seems we're only in the 6th over. Quite a misleading stat. Nicely bowled by Joe, and it will just be a single. Just embarrasses me when Tim Tector throws to the far end without a bounce. I'm thinking, can I roll it to the near end?
With a relay.
This one lifted away, and the simplest of catches, and another wicket falls. 25 for 3 now. Now you'd have to say Pembroke are on top. And again, we go back to that cliche. 3 wickets in the power play.
Yeah, but the difference is the runs for Pembroke.
3 wickets in the power play, and suddenly you're in a bit of trouble. The comparison score?
62 for 2.
62 for 2 as opposed to 25 for 3.
Here is the wicket. He just goes full into the legs, attempts the flick, and here we go. Just eases it in. Taken well on the move, but safe hands.
Yeah, well, Newbuildings finding themselves in a bit of trouble now. They need somebody. Having seen that Castle Knock Railway game at the weekend, where Guy came in at number 9 and scored 140, and was out off the last ball of the innings.
That's just ridiculous.
You know, you can't discount any side. There used to be a time whereby if you got the first 4 wickets, you thought, right, we're into the tail. You can't think that against any team these days. Anybody could come out and just luck is on their side.
Yeah.
And suddenly, well.
So the over is up. It's 26 for 3. Like, that was 13 runs from that over. But the wickets.
It's the wicket that mattered. And Joe, having had that attempted catch from the first ball, picks up the wicket from the 6th. Murray to continue.
I suspect bad on ground there.
Yeah, there was a big puff of chalk dust, as
yeah.
John McEnroe would famously say. And here it is here. You can see that puff. In fact, anything hitting the ground at the moment is creating a puff. It doesn't have to be the ball. It's just so dry out there. And it's quite funny watching Dale with his, not vacuum, but his blower. It creates such dust at the moment. Nice shot, not quite off the middle of the bat, and it squirts out to Ollie Riley fielding it on the offside, and no run there.
So now we are outside the power play. Would you get spin on? With a new batsman and...
Well, we've seen 4 of the bowlers. You decide who's your 5th bowler going to be.
Or will it be a combination of 2 to make it up?
And do you go with spin, or do you try and find like Tim Tector's medium paces as well?
That's a wide. Good bit wide there from Murray. Just didn't keep the left shoulder and just the arm just followed as he dropped.
Well, the winners of this game will face Lisbon in Warringstown, and it sounds all we need is Estonians to turn up as well. And it sounds like an NCU party. But, as I say, Lisbon, a very fine team themselves. They've won the T20 in the NCU. Oh, well, first boundary we've seen in a while, Graham, and quite fortunate.
That's a perfect shot in T20. No fielder there.
You can't set a field to that.
Well, you can, but you're bowling pretty badly.
And it slides away. Well, your captain shouldn't set a field for that.
But look, looking back on that Lisbon County Kerry semi-final, I tell you, for a little moment, Lisbon were a little scared. In the air, taken.
Ollie Riley takes another one, and Salmon departs. He has middled that, but it's only flowing into the safe hands of Ollie Riley.
He's despondent at the crease.
He's still there.
Yeah, he hasn't moved. He knows that's huge for Pembroke.
And that is a tough wicket for Newbuildings. They were counting on Salmon to leap forward with his runs.
Here we see it. But again,
it was wide.
Foot not to the ball. I have to say, all this innings,
it's
feet
hand-eye coordination, isn't it, that they're relying on, and it's letting them down a little bit. And Salmon departs, and is that a 4th wicket down now, Graham?
That is, yes. You would have to say that's the big one.
And there's
anytime a pro goes, it's...
Yeah. We're getting there. I'll be up to you when I can. I'm going to get him to commentate in a minute, and then I'll come up and join you, and we'll do our work after the game.
Sorry, there we see Murray celebrating, pointing to his dad in the crowd, obviously. And then you can just see Salmon just can't understand. He's just staying. It's that moment as a cricketer where you're just standing there kind of going, please call no ball. Please.
Alternative universe stuff.
Yeah. What? Please let something else happen.
Well, 4 wickets down, 31 on the board, and Newbuildings really finding themselves up against it at the moment. Another one in the air. This time it evades fielders. The boundary rider will get it and keep it to a single.
The only thing is, you would say that was 2 in the first innings for Pembroke. And again, it's only a single for Newbuildings. That's what would be disappointing from their point of view. Would you just keep the bowlers on now at this stage and build that rate up so high you could bring on your spinners with no fear?
No, I think you stick with plan A here. As somebody said
2
the other
overs,
day,
2 overs.
Plan A is for when everything's going right, and things are going right. Let's not deviate from what's working. And if you had the idea in your mind that you were going to bring on your 2 spinners or stick with your paces, I trust Jack Tech to make
absolutely,
the right decision.
absolutely. Then again, on that front, even if they have 1 bad over, you can bring back somebody. So left-hander on strike.
You can always afford 1 bad over.
Yeah. And that is the end of an absolutely brilliant over from Murray. 32 for 4 at the end of the 7th.
End of the next over.
Just 6 runs coming from it, and that included
You're out of the traffic anyway.
a streaky 4, as some might say, to start the over.
Well, 7 overs gone. What is the required rate now, Graham?
More than 6.
Well, it is more than 6. There's no doubt about that.
But it's 120 and 13, so you've gone over the 10 now.
No, you haven't.
Sorry,
If
just
it's 130 off 12, then
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But
sorry.
no, just under 9.57.
So it's 126 needed off 13. So Prendergast to continue from the nursery ends. Again, just
Another dot ball.
inviting the batsman to try and hit him with his fielders, waiting in what he hopes are the right positions. I can see Tim Tector warming up.
I think you can see Tim Tector giving his brother hints that he wouldn't mind turning his arm over. We've all played in those games
Yeah.
where commentators would be saying, oh, look, 3 bowlers warming up.
Yeah.
No, 1 bowler warming up and 2 guys chancing their arm. Skip, give us a go. But he's got the right man on at the moment.
Yeah.
Joe Prendergast, as I say, relies on line and length and finds that spot more often than he doesn't, and does enough with the ball to cause difficulties. And that's exactly what you want from your bowler at this stage.
You're good for teaching me the old line. What is it? Metrodome? What's the thing on top of the piano? Metronome. Thank you. There we go again. He's just.
Niall let you off far too easily there. I'd have let you hanging for a while.
That's 'cause
the idea of Metrodome.
Because Niall's nicer.
Wasn't Metrodome something else completely?
Not quite Thunderdome.
I'm going to take a break at the end of this over, Graham, and I'm going to let yourself and Heatley see this through to the end. I'll just see out Joe's over. Oh, that one. Well, that was full pitch anyway.
Well, he tossed it out wide, invited the stroke. The batsman played and missed. And it does mean they can, just because with Hogan standing up at the stumps, it just squeaked through for a bye. Bowler won't be too unhappy, doesn't go against his figures. But again, this is top work from Pembroke. Any T20 when you're wondering when the last boundary was is a good one for the fielding side. So a little break in play. I do not know why. Maybe is there a slight hit? Oh, fetching the ball for skipped on into the bushes after I went back towards the bowler. Welcome, Heatley.
Good evening, Graham.
Finally beat the traffic.
Oh, I am stressed beyond measure. I am.
This should relax you just at this moment in time.
Well, when I saw the scoreboard,
Yeah.
and obviously listening to you guys,
Hands-free set, of course.
100% a hands-free, but it's been a great start
Yeah.
this for Pembroke.
You couldn't really ask for more from your bowlers.
No, absolutely.
Everyone's got a wicket.
Yeah.
This is a
There's a
chance. No,
chance.
drop.
No,
well
short.
short of
Yeah.
Tim Tector. But again, he invites that shot, and if you overhit it, there is a man waiting. But it's just a one. They don't even look towards running that first one hard and coming back. So that's an excellent over. Just 3 runs. Or sorry, again, MV play is just so slow compared to cricket clubs.
It's nothing to do with that. Because we don't have any.
Yeah, I know, because we're running off a cheat sheet here with the scoreboard. But at the end of the over, it should be about 36 for 4.
Looks as though it's a change of bowling, and Graham, I'm going to ask you if you could turn up the volume in my cans. Is that one of...
Is that me up or you?
Yeah, that's no difference to me,
How's that?
nor to me.
How is that? No, that's
And
me.
No.
This will be you. Is that
Yeah,
better?
much better. Lovely.
brilliant.
Yeah, thanks, Graham. That's
So-
just perfect.
We were
Lovely.
just speaking about Tim Tector warming up.
Oh, well, here's
Hold on, hold on.
my baby boy.
Yeah. I'm not the youngest of your brethren,
Of my boys.
of the boys, the
Yeah.
baby.
The baby of the boys, yeah. So in comes Tim Tector, right arm over the wicket. It's a good start.
Tiger!
Is this his birthday present, Pauling?
Yes, well, I'd say he's probably been in his big brother's ear.
No, as we spoke last week when he came on to bowl in the cup final, it's a good option to have
Yeah, of course it is.
because this track it's
Side, Tiger!
now it showed a lot of spin at the weekend for the twos
Yeah.
against Marion. Harry Saint, or I should say Keegan Ship on the twos, got a good few to turn.
Okay.
But so far the up and down, nice pace off, seam bowling
Okay.
working. Oh, that's well bowled.
That's beautifully bowled, yeah.
Right ball,
Beats the batsman on end up.
Yeah.
And again, it's just the case again. Newbuildings finding it difficult to get the ball out off the square,
Yeah.
get those ones and twos going. That's a big hit out to the leg side, but
Should just be the one.
Hold on, Addy.
Addison Sheriff patrolling
Stand up.
cow corner, and it is just one. So and you'll take that.
It's 104. It's a good start to the over.
It's an excellent start to the over. Brings the left-hander on strike, and this should see Tector just drifting the ball into the body.
Yeah, I see JJ Garth moved out to sort
Yeah.
of straightish cow.
Well, again,
There is such a thing.
he would have the same similar field as a spinner.
Yeah, yes, yes,
We've got a deep long on, deep
Yeah.
square leg, and deep cow
yeah,
on that very, very big boundary to the railway line.
yeah.
But he
Ball,
Well
Tiger!
bowled.
pushes
Very
it
well bowled.
across them so nicely.
Right spell here, boys!
Every bowler so far stepping up to the mark for Pembroke.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold
But
on.
again, it's a dot ball straight to the fielder.
just one off the over.
That's an excellent over for Pembroke.
That's a brilliant over. They'll be
Well, we are 121 new buildings require.
so you're a better mathematician than I, Graham. You can give me the run rate, please, if you wouldn't mind hitting the buttons.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have the buttons. We're stuck
on your phone.
yeah,
you can
I'll
get
go.
out your calculator, and
Yeah, we miss having Craig here.
so 1, 2, 1 required with 11 overs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1 divided by 11.
It's 11. Okay, I did. Well, I'll admit I did pass maths.
Moving on,
Yeah,
as the
moving
man
on.
says.
There was a lot of time not spent in school. Hence why we're doing this for a living. And we get paid exactly what we're worth.
Yeah, yeah. But we enjoy it so much.
Oh, somebody's screaming at the screen. Michael Clark is pulling his hair out of his head for that one.
So, Paul Lawson, I don't know whether he is new into the
Yeah,
attack or
First ball. Drifts one across. It will be a one. Paul Lawson, of
Right.
course, from his
Good
favourite
start.
nursery ends.
Yeah, very good start.
Again, he'll know how much he likes bowling to the railway line.
There's no man more familiar with it.
No. At some stage, we'll have to call it the Paul Lawson boundary.
Or I think he'd prefer to call it the Paul Lawson lack of boundaries. In he comes. Bowling a teasing length to the left-hander.
And just a little quicker.
Yeah. Who just pushes it out to Short extra, no run, another dot ball. Pembroke will be happy with that. That's a bit short, and it gets the treatment that it deserves.
I was about to say, with the left-hander and the short boundary, he just needs to keep it away from the body.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he really did just kind of put that in the batsman's arc here. And it is very much so the shorter boundary. And this is where Newbuildings really need to go. Paul Lawson bowling, left-hander facing. Yeah. They need as many runs from these 4 deliveries.
Yeah, well, the reality is they've got to hit the trigger, Graham. So
new ball required.
I mean, that was just a poor delivery.
Yeah,
short. Paul won't mind me saying that, but it was just
short into the body.
Yeah,
allowed him to just turn.
Particularly the left-hander, as you say, to the smaller boundary. He only had to sort of turn, swivel, and get his arms through it.
Yeah.
And it cleared the rope, but a new ball has been found.
Again, I would just love to see Paul just put 5 outside off. And if the batsman plays 4 outside off, and if he hits it out to the cover boundary where Ollie Riley awaits, he'll accept that. Again, he goes into the body. This time, the batsman can only just dig it out to Cow.
Well bowled. It's a very good response. It's just a single. Paul will be very happy with that.
And he gets the right-hander back on strike.
Yeah.
Slower. And that is only able to be turned into the
short mid-wicket area. Yeah.
For a dot. There's the coach looking for that ball.
I think he has it.
He does.
Yeah.
That's
well bowled.
They are so expensive, these cricket balls.
That's the length you were talking about. And the area just outside.
Not a bad over.
No, good
just
over.
One boundary when they require at least 2.
So that's the halfway stage, and
46 for 4, I make it.
And you're going to have to tell me chasing 159?
158 to win.
158 to win. Okay.
At this stage, Pembroke were 91 for 3.
Okay.
But this was the change, the 10th over. And when Pembroke were 90 for 2 in the 9th, they got the wicket of
Good go, boys.
and just 1 run in the 10th over, and then the wickets kept falling.
Yeah. No.
Oh, how did that miss?
I think Tim Tector is inquiring the exact same question.
Yeah.
By the look of the expression on his face, exactly what you said.
He just rocks back. He bottom edges it just past off stump. Dot ball. Again, just nicely floated up, outside off on that 4th line.
I like that length, Graham.
Yeah.
I like that length.
But if he tries to pull across the line, we've got Sheriff a Cow, we've the skipper deep mid on. He's got Joe Prendergast at deep mid off waiting if he tries to drive. Again.
Well done.
Brilliant work from Pembroke in the field, keeps it to a dot.
Again, 3 dots to start.
So really, you're talking kind of 9 from 9 deliveries in the last 9 deliveries, only 9 runs.
Yes.
That's in the air. Tim Tector calls for it. Tim Tector takes it.
That's a terrific catch.
Not easy.
That's a terrific catch, Graham, because it was actually slightly over his shoulder. He potentially could have come a further foot or 2 back to take it in front of him.
Not easy.
It's a very good catch.
But again, of all the pairs of hands in this Pembroke side, they're one of the safest.
Yeah.
So
the 5th wicket falls with the score on 45.
Yeah.
And again, it's been Tector's just gone for 1 run off 11 deliveries.
Here we see it.
You'll see it here, Graham.
At one moment, Jack thought it was his, but it just went completely
up.
air.
Yeah.
Oh,
very good catch. Yeah.
The key was getting under it so quickly.
Yeah.
He judged it so well.
Yeah.
Jack does come in a little. And then he stops, realising he's nowhere near it. Again, if it had been dropped, he was there to stop a single or a two.
Yeah.
But 4 dots. It's a dot ball.
4, yeah. So it's, as I said, it's just been 1 run off 10 deliveries.
And again, he put that on 4th, 5th stump.
Yeah,
Invited.
you've been talking about.
You try and play across the line,
Yeah.
and because of the lengths, all he could do was get under it, and so much under it. Brings another left-hander to the crease. So we have 2 left-handers now. Oh, that's super delivery.
Awesome, Tiger!
I tell you, Tim Tector will be saying, why don't I get a bowl every week?
He's looked at all 4 covers.
Yeah, here we go. He just wanted to show off Niall, showing all 4
What
angles.
a brilliant piece of camera work, Niall Walsh.
Brilliant work, Niall. Oh, a full bunger. And he gets away with it. The look is in. Wicked maiden.
Wicked maiden.
When it's your lotto ticket day, it's your lotto ticket day.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the key now for Newbuildings, will Pembroke, they are going to keep Lawson on. He'll have to be very disciplined here with 2 left-handers to face, and the 2 left-handers they'll have to go for this boundary. This has to be a big over for Newbuildings if they stand a chance of chasing this total. You have the off-spinner bringing the ball usually there around the body, and the short boundary to the clubhouse. Oh, lovely straight drive. That's a great start to the over.
This is a very big and important over for Pembroke. It's a good start for Newbuildings. A boundary off the first ball. Potentially should just be 1. It's well fielded, Ollie Riley.
Sorry, just looking at the beginning of the Eclipse through the right type of glasses, and it's a great view, great vision of that sun. It's amazing to look at, and please people, if you are going to look through the prescription glasses that you can get.
Just saying, Graham, as you said it, this really is a big over.
But that's where you want the ball. Outside off, make him drag it big time. You don't mind shots into the offside boundary. There is a boundary rider out there. It's keeping it away from the arc as much as possible.
Yeah.
Again.
Well bowled, very well bowled, Paul Lawson.
No better man though with the experience.
Yeah.
At last weekend, he brought up 50 wickets in the Leinster Senior Cup alone in the final. And again, you're not going to mind a push 1 out to the boundary, not with that arm.
Day. Fielded. Ollie Riley, I think it is.
It is Ollie out there. The 50 has come up for Newbuildings. Unfortunately, from their point of view, it's come in the 12th over.
The last ball of the 12th, this is, I think.
Another straight drive. It couldn't get under it, though. It was great length from Lawson.
Smashing length. Very good over.
And the difference being the 50 for Pembroke came up in the 4th over.
Who got the runs for Pembroke? I haven't seen it.
Jack top scored.
Okay.
But Addison and Tim got dropped in the first over, but scored 20 odd.
Okay.
JJ got a start. Addison got a start. Everyone got into the 10s and 20s.
Okay.
Oh, here we see it now. Niall, brilliant work and Craig with the.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
All we need is a plane crossing in front
Wow,
of it now.
look at that.
Or Batman. Where's
Now-
Batman when you need him?
We're going to have to re-show that. Niall Walsh
Oh, you're a genius.
and Craig Senior, you pair of geniuses.
We will come back as it gets closer. Now we know that works.
So in comes Tim Tector. Started the 13th over.
Ooh, again, great length.
Yeah.
And why would you change the bowling? He's doing brilliant.
He's only
here.
gone for a single off
2 overs
13 balls.
and a wicket.
Yeah.
You can see those shadows lengthening in
Yes,
the night, in
you
the
can.
evening.
Yeah.
Soon it will be very, very dark here. Again, tosses it up nicely.
Should just be a single. Yes, it is. Just
Pass them all.
safe hands of Ollie Riley.
He's such a good, strong arm out there.
Smashing arm.
Come, Tiger.
Gareth McKeegan is batting well.
It's just the strike rate needs to go up at some stage.
Oh, well bowled. Beautifully
Good.
bowled.
Just digs it out into
Digs that out. Yeah.
Sunil Gupta in the covers.
Yeah.
He's one of the finer fielders. And again, we're saying earlier, it's a village that makes this team.
Absolutely.
Sunil Gupta generally plays on the 2s, but he doesn't embarrass himself when he plays on the 1s.
Bowled again. Just a single of 5 balls. Or 4, I'm not sure. Sorry, I stand to be corrected.
He'll be wanting the ball every week, seriously.
Well, forgive me for saying it, but Tim is a very useful bowler, Graham.
We're seeing it here.
You know,
And with a cup final next Sunday, it's another thing to have in the bag.
yes, of course it is.
Especially
Bowled.
Well done.
with Howie and McDonough possibly
Away.
missing.
Yes, yes, potentially. Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yep.
Give the 2 fingers to CI. Well, I can't get a gig for CI, so I can say what I want.
Yeah.
They won't hire me, so
It's well bowled. It's a brilliant over. Just 4 runs off his 3 overs, Graham.
magnificent,
That is
especially
magnificent.
in the middle overs.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for more.
It's just a brilliant spell of bowling.
And at the same stage, Pembroke were 100 for 4.
So off 7 overs.
Yeah, we're still.
Newbuildings
still need-
require 105.
That's a little bit behind.
104. Sorry, okay.
103.
103
Yeah,
for victory
one-
off 7.
103.
103 for 7, so
So it's 55 for 5.
103 for 7. Let me.
We are going to have a change in bowling. Addison Sheriff is going to come back on from the Nursery Road end, opening bowler. And again,
Bring on, Harry. Bring on the drinks, Harry. Sorry, mate. You know, okay. Sometimes being there's nothing better than being a spectator.
So the rate has climbed to 15, Graham.
15. Yeah,
Or
it's
14.7.
it's not unheard of in T20 terms, but it is just making. And with the top 5 batsmen gone, it's just making it ever so difficult. Mount Everest. Oh, that's a big hit. Straight off 6. Great start.
This is a great start.
And that's just what they need. First ball, Sheriff to the left-hander, and again he's just a fraction short of a length, and allows him to extend the arms, and you can see how shorter that boundary is. Into the clubhouse, we'll have a slight delay for a new ball.
Yeah. I think Gareth McKeegan, who has played a lot of cricket, Graham, is a very good player.
Oh, well, that shot showed it.
Yeah. Oh, and has been for a very long time. Has been a very good player.
Oh, there we go again.
Wow,
It's
look
getting
at
closer
that.
and closer. It's like a crescent moon, but it's the sun. Or Pac-Man.
Look at that. Look at that. Hi, Nudge.
Fuller and straighter, please.
It's very well bowled. Very well bowled, Addison.
Again, I know we've been saying it all innings, but what's killing Newbuildings is the lack of ones and twos in between the boundaries.
Yes. I mean, it's virtually impossible to
Do it only in boundaries.
do it only in boundaries. Well, of course, nothing is impossible.
Nothing is in, but it just makes it that much harder.
There's
That's
another
a
one.
Very fine shot. He just left it hanging really outside off and gets under it perfectly.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. McKeegan is a dangerous man.
Again, just hangs outside off. And
Yeah,
what's wrong with a Yorker?
yeah. Your delivery.
Especially with that run rate, I'll take 6 Yorkers on the. I'll back them on a run rate of 13 and over, 15 and
I'd
over.
even prefer to see back of a length, Graham. Back of a length from Addison. Just when you bowl into that, at his pace, when you bowl into that arc, it just allows the batsman to free his arms and just swing through it. It's a good wicket.
It's an excellent wicket.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you, GM, by choice
Absolutely.
for the preparation work. Going to have a change of angle here. Addison is going to come around.
Yeah.
Try to negate that opening of the arms. Again, I'd say it's more about the length here than anything. Like that's the kind of length where he hasn't moved his feet at all.
Yeah.
And he's just throwing his hands through the ball.
Which, of course, you can do.
Yeah, if it's that length. Better. There we go. You're looking for that blue line Yorker.
Yeah.
Let them squeeze it out to the boundary for one. That doesn't kill you. Wow, the difference there with that glary sun. Straight drive. Tim Tector will stop it. We'll keep it to 1.
Just one, that's fine. No problem with that.
And doesn't allow him to get under it as much.
13 off the over with the ball to come.
So, again, not the best over from Pembroke, but at the moment, he's still under the rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just shows you how difficult it is for
Yes,
Newbuildings.
yeah, absolutely.
2 very good 6s, and they're still under the rate.
I'm actually not even using it. That's for all people who get the money.
Just have to be a little careful. Oh, good. You didn't say anything. Straight.
So,
That's a
excellent finish.
Great finish.
Yeah.
That is under. So we did go for 13 in the over, but it is under the required rate because apart from the 2 6s, no ones. Well, 1-1, but no
1-1,
twos.
no
No,
twos.
pushing.
Just the 1-1.
Yeah. So, he means business. The arm. He's taken off the sleeves.
Oh,
He's obviously warmed up in the bowling.
okay.
We're going to see it at 45 kilometers an hour now.
Yeah. This is a big over.
This is Tim Tector's 4th.
Yeah, it's his final over.
Dan, next one. Addy, hold there.
Many thanks to Gail Beach.
We say a huge thank you to Gail Beattie for being the provider of the glasses which permitted us look at that.
Looking for 2, but good backing up. They turned their back there. There was a possibility because the first fielder fumbled it, but the back had been turned
Yeah.
to miss the fumble. And Ollie Riley backing up. Keeps it to 1. I think that was JJ Gart's out a cow. Oh, that should have been a stumping.
Out.
It did kick on Hogan.
Did kick, but it was a definite
Chance.
yeah.
And the bowler knows it. It's gone for 4
You're at.
buys. Or did it get an edge?
Yeah, 4
Oh,
buys.
it got a nick. It
Did
got an
get a
edge.
nick? Okay.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Didn't see it. Yeah.
I thought I just kicked. Okay. Well, I've got these on. So perfect placement from the batter. Oh yeah, you'd see it there. Sorry,
Out.
what a great comeback. He's doing that so well when he does go for a run. He gets a dot ball generally. The next one. Oh, that's a beauty.
That's a
Right,
cracking
Fallon.
delivery.
That deserved more than a dot.
The dot is solid gold, though, at this stage.
Oh yes, bowled him.
He's got him, and it's no more than he deserved, Graham.
Absolutely. What a cracking spell of bowling
Like-
this has been. As I said, he took the sleeves off. He meant business. He wanted that second wicket in his spell.
With the ball to go, he's just gone for 7 runs off his 3.5 overs. So,
Yeah. I wouldn't give him a 5th at this stage.
yeah.
But he would see it here now. Just brings it back through the gates. Great length, invites the push.
Oh,
The other side of the bat actually, but it just comes back in so
cracking
nice.
delivery, yeah.
His length has been superb.
Yeah. Can you tell me who the 2 umpires are, Graham? Do you know?
William Clark.
I see Willie, the far end. Yeah.
And I don't know our friend at this.
Okay, well,
It's Aidan Seaver's third umpire.
forgive me for saying it.
Oh, just clips beautifully.
Just when I looked for a minute, it had the look of the great Paul Reynolds.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, just when and how Paul is missed by all in Leinster and Irish cricket. Wonderful cricket man.
Oh, that came off the face of the bats, but it is brilliantly fielded. No run.
So that's the end of the over, and what a spell.
What a magnificent spell.
2
from
for 7, including a boundary.
Tim Sefter. Yeah. I would say Graham-esque.
Yes.
From my finer days.
Yeah.
But what you couldn't ask for more from a skipper when your middle overs go for so few. That means it is 80.
So I'll tell you now.
80, 84, 80, 85 required.
Yeah.
From
Divided by 5. That's up to 17 and over,
Yeah.
Graham.
And there we go, getting ever closer to that eclipse.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting darker.
Yeah. Wow.
At some stage,
How brilliant is that?
any Bonnie Tyler fans out there? We're very dangerous about slipping one of those in.
The late Bonnie Tyler,
Yes,
who's
yeah,
recently
yeah.
passed.
So we're going to see a change of bowling. Daniel Murray to
yeah.
come on at the nursery end, replacing Addison Sheriff. And again, why wouldn't you? Throw the ball around as much as possible.
Yeah. 30 or 36, 35.
Like that, Garrett McKeegan, he is on strike. He will have the shorter boundary to aim for on the leg side. He has to go. Again, I know we're beating the drum here, but no foot movements. It's been killing them all evening.
Yeah, in comes Dan Murray. Oh, and he's dropped it. He's dropped it. Big edge, and it was the danger man.
Well, he goes through for a single, so Pembroke won't be. Well, the bowler will always be disappointed because you want a wicket to your name. But as a team point of view, it is not the worst outcome.
No.
A single to the dangerous batter. It does carry. He does get there. It is at a first slip kind of area, but he is keeping wide of the stumps. You'd like to see them taken.
Yeah. Like to see that again if we could.
Has he got it? Yeah, here. Here comes Murray. Blake McKeegan on strike, so I assume brothers. Pushes it for one, but again, the feeling is very good. The backing up is very good.
Yeah.
And it is only a single.
It's a good start to the over for Dan Murray and an equally excellent start to the over for Pembroke Cricket Club. Two
from
coming
two,
off the first two deliveries. It's the exact way that Pembroke would like to start the 16th over. In comes Murray. Big over this.
He goes.
And there's another big one. There's another very big one.
Into the gardens at the nursery end, and that drop will annoy Murray as he sees the ball sail over his head. A little glance at the batter and the wicketkeeper. You can't help it as a bowler.
Could we see it again? Here it is. Oh no.
Again, he's planted his feet and it's just in his arc. I'd say that's the kind of the little disappointment for me from the bowling unit. They're not making the batsman use his feet.
Well, what I've seen, you'd have to say the seamers have bowled too full.
Yeah.
Just bowled too full. Here we are.
Or York or short. Yeah, there we go. It's got to take them.
Sorry. That's a straightforward chance.
That is so weird.
Come on, Dan. On the blast. Two big balls, mate.
Look at the sun, Alice. He's got him. Has he?
It's a wide.
It's a wide. Okay.
We're nearly there.
Yeah.
Come on, Dan.
As good as.
We're pretty much as close as you're going to get on this Eclipse.
Keep down the end.
It's a weird colour around in the sun. The light that is coming down. There's a glow.
Yeah. Yeah. So Murray, and he comes to the dangerous McKeegan.
Again, pushes
bowled
it
another wide.
And it is wide. I don't know why he looks at the umpire like that.
Yeah.
A bit further and it would have been a no ball for off the track. Again, if he's on the toes, he can be at the body.
Yeah.
Now, I'll put in a prediction. It's Daniel. I'm gonna think bouncer here. Oh, he does me dirty.
Yeah, it was a cracking delivery.
Want to come, Harry?
Oh, now we've got to the point where I can actually see it. Just the camera and the glasses.
On the end.
Wow.
Big ball, big man.
Again, the screen doesn't do justice to the glow that is here. The weird hum of sun. As McKeegan pushes it nicely into the off to keep strike, which is very important for Newbuildings. He has to see as much of the ball as possible. And we're going to have Paul Lawson. I spoke earlier about him maybe bowling. Generally, he does most of his bowling from the nursery end. But with a left-hander facing, him bowling from the St. John's Road end with the big railway line boundary is a good move here.
Yeah, I rate this.
And earlier, it's died down. When we spoke in the first innings, there was more of a breeze coming from this end because he so often likes to bowl with a breeze behind him because the ball hangs then. Yeah, he'll certainly be aiming to keep it in now this over into the body of
the rate has gone up to just over 18 and over, Graham.
Yeah. And considering it's 4 overs to go, any over under that just jumps it more.
Oh, of course.
Considerably more. There he is, down the track, McKeegan. It's in the air. It's going to drop short of Cow. And it's only one. That's great work from JJ Garrett.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
Again, a quick pick up. The bounce helped him. But what a bullet of an arm and great backing up from Pembroke. Means McKeegan can't get back for a second. I should say Garrett, since there's 2 McKeegans out there.
Yeah. A lot of McKeegans in the Northwest, Graham. Great cricketing blood in that family.
Well, he's 38 from 26 now.
He's batted terribly well.
Just hasn't had a foil.
Ball pig.
Teaser from Lawson, and Blake just pushes it for a dot. He really does try to need to, at this stage, get a 1.
He's just got to get
off strike.
Got to get off strike, yeah.
Whatever way possible. That's well bowled. Looking to play it into the leg side. Again, so much experience here with Lawson.
Yeah. Every delivery is a big delivery.
That's in the air, that's skied. Murray underneath it.
Yeah.
And he takes it. Another fine pair of hands.
Yeah.
Another fine catch. And that sees the end of Blake McKeegan. Departing for just 1. See it here. Coming across his body. And again,
it's the length.
The length. And you can just.
The right length. Yeah.
And again, it's great from Pembroke. They kept that attacking field.
Yeah.
I feel they're in that ring on the leg side.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lawson could have run around and got that, but it just meant an easier catch with a man right there.
Oh, this is great camera work. The batsman.
That's our stationary camera 3.
The batsman just, as soon as he hit it, he started walking towards the pavilion.
It would have had to taken a bad drop.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
I still say, while Gareth McKeegan is at the wicket, Graham, there's hope.
He has to face the ball, though.
Yeah.
And that is 3 dots, including the wickets. So there's only 2 to come in the over.
That's right.
Another left-hander comes out. So again, overs 18 and 20 are going to have to be massive with the short boundary for the left-handers. Oh, great backing up. Gupta as always with the great athleticism.
Yeah,
See, it's funny how Pembroke would have would have been to bowl the last over at the far end, thinking right-handers deep boundary.
Yeah.
But with left-handers, it's actually it'll work out better for them in the 19th.
Brilliant over.
Yeah, just 1 run and a wicket. Again, when you go to the comparisons, Pembroke were at this stage they were 90 in the 9th over.
It's gone to 24 and over now.
There we go. We said it would jump.
Yeah.
It's just it's monstrous at this moment.
Oh.
Well,
Wow. Oh, wow.
almost fully there, and it's so glowy here.
That is stunning. Absolutely stunning.
That's amazing.
Well done, Niall Walsh and crew, Amanda and Craig and everyone here. It's just a pleasure to be on comms when you see that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking more happily at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, that's also a pleasure to behold.
Well, from a
If you're
Pembroke point of view,
fan,
well,
yeah.
again, we're going to wear our Pembroke hats at this stage of the innings. We are on a drive for 5.
So, Ollie Riley coming back into the attack.
Murray just with the one over.
Yeah.
It's in the air and he's gone.
Taken.
That sees the end of a great knock from
Yeah.
Garrett McKeegan. All he can do is slide one off the face of the bat. And
Well bowled, Ollie Riley again. Just that back of a length,
Yeah.
Graham.
he's bowled that
It was-
really well
yeah.
today. And in fact, last week in the Leinster Cup final. But again, safe pair of hands. Paul Lawson on the ring at third man, right on the edge of the ring. And you see him just drop a couple of steps and
Yeah.
boom. Harder to see him with the light, but you have to say,
What a go! Sorry, look at that for a shot.
yeah,
How beautiful is that? Just looking at that on an evening like this, it is gorgeous.
puts it across him.
Back of the hand delivery, Graham.
Can't get under it. Again, no foot movements. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Terrific knock though.
You can't bat without moving your feet.
Well batted, Gareth McKeegan. Excellent knock.
Well, with 2 wickets remaining and just 17 deliveries, his 70 odd runs needed is, well,
Getting close to nigh on impossible.
you'd
Yeah.
have to say. Especially with fine bowling. And he takes on the arm. And it is a run out.
It is a run
It's
out.
an easy
yeah.
run out. Great work
Well
from
done,
Hogan. Harry.
Harry St. Ledger. Excellent work.
It's brilliant work all round from the Pembroke fielding
Yeah.
units.
Of course, to be fair to Newbuildings, they had to turn it into a 2.
You'd almost say they needed that earlier in the innings, but
Yeah.
it was great work from Hogan, realising he wasn't
Yeah.
going to get the man at his end, but didn't even try to. And
Well
then-
done, Danny Hogan. Very well done.
And Ollie Riley, you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
there, he's
Well
miles
done.
short.
Yeah. So just the 1 wicket remaining.
Yeah. The last, what is it? The last 8 deliveries have brought 1 run and
Yeah.
2 wickets,
Yeah.
3 wickets, 3 wickets.
We've got glasses right here if you want to see it.
Never do.
You can see it here. Look.
Yeah, it's on screen here.
Oh, wow. I've got it on screen.
The guys have got glasses over the camera.
Tell her to
Yeah.
put on the
Go on to YouTube
face.
It's on the YouTube channel.
or FaceTime it.
Very unlucky. You could show that again, please, Niall. You'll see here.
Yeah. Again, it's a tail ender shot. That's flown. That's absolutely with Riley's pace. We were critical in of the last chance, but you can't be too critical of the
Not
wicket
at all.
keeper.
Not at all.
You actually have to look at the sun with them on.
In comes Riley.
Oh, well, I've got some glasses on now. These are good.
Yeah, very well fielded from Gupta. And again, well bowled from Riley. He hasn't put a foot wrong, really,
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
with the bowling. His batting was awful.
Didn't see that.
But his fielding and his bowling today has been superb.
Yeah.
From ball 1 when he opened up,
Yeah.
you know. And again, what's been great about the whole bowling unit, so few extras.
Oh, well
Oh, I
bowled.
love it. Love that length.
Beautifully bowled, Ollie.
The tail ender does well to keep it out.
Yeah.
like that. There's been zero no
Am I
ball.
right in saying that's 9 wickets down?
Yeah, it is
Graham?
9,
Yes,
yeah.
sorry, I see it there now.
There's been no balls today, where Newbuildings
Yeah.
had 3, one in the first over.
Yeah,
That went for 6 after it.
yeah.
I know. So these little things make all the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ollie Riley to another Ollie Dunn.
Again, just lovely bowling. You don't got to do much wrong there. Pembroke rushing around here. They're trying to finish it before the Eclipse.
Just the 1 wicket required. 12 deliveries remaining.
There it is. That's what we have.
Just need to cut to that, Niall. There we go. Almost there. Yeah.
Well done, Polly.
Again, Lawson just happy to float one up
No problem.
and go for one. It just shows you with so much of the sun blocked out, and we get the light here.
Yeah,
In normal circumstances, they would not.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well
well,
played.
again, pushed across the batsman. You can just kind of throw a bat at it, but get nothing on it. Oh, again. Wonderful, wonderful bowling from Lawson.
Through his over.
Again, he goes, sweeps in between the fielders. Will just be 1. 2 to go on the 19th.
I think it's just the 1. 2, sorry.
And he puts 1 wide.
Out.
Just doesn't get it quite
Hey.
his arm and shoulder around. I would bring Harry St. Ledger on for the last over.
I think
just to
he
bowl
is.
it.
Yeah, to bowl, good experience for a young man.
And again, a quick
Well
off
done,
spin
boys.
just to
Yeah.
get through and over.
Yeah.
1 to come in this, the penultimate over.
Yeah.
Pushes it across. And again, they risked a run. Oh, brilliant work. And he's gone.
Well done.
Really smart
So
fielding.
that's
Very, very quick thinking.
That's
brilliant
JJ
thinking,
Garrett. Doesn't risk a throw. Realises he's so far gone. And that is the end of the Newbuildings innings. All out. In the 19th. At the
so
end of
well
19.
well done to Pembroke. Well done to our
Quick, 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 quick. Oh, wow.
So as the moon eclipsed the sun,
that
Pembroke eclipsed Newbuildings
Yeah.
as they make their way
Yeah.
to the All-Ireland T20 final to be held in Mooringstown to face Lisbon on the 23rd. We thank everyone for what. See, again, great work from JJ, realising no throw needed. We thank everyone for tuning in tonight who have, and I hope you've enjoyed the coverage.
Yeah. Do we get to look at a card? Probably not.
Unfortunately, we've no cards or
Okay.
worms because we're on new NV play. But all I can say is it's been an excellent performance
It's been
from the Pembroke bowlers and fielders.
absolutely superb.
Thoroughly professional to get the job done the way they have. And the drive for 5 continues. So
Well
we
done,
thank
my
you
friend.
all as the players shake hands and walk off the field. We hope you have a good evening.
We hope you've enjoyed some spectacular work from our camera team, from all here in Pembroke Live. We thank Niall, of course, and Craig and Graham, myself, Heatley Tactor, and everyone involved in the brilliant production that is now just par for the course here in Pembroke. We congratulate Pembroke. Our commiserations to Newbuildings. They've had an excellent T20 campaign, which came to a little bit of a shuddering halt here this evening in Sydney Parade. But it's been our pleasure bringing you the cricket. Until the next time, we say thank you for your company, and we leave you with this splendid picture, all courtesy of Niall Walsh. From us all, Slán.
That's